Nice.
If this campaign ever lasts that long. If this campaign ever lasts that long.
If this campaign ever ends. When is this campaign ending at this point?
When we die.
I don't even know. I still feel like we've barely scratched the surface.
It's a huge continent. There is so much to do. And
it's not just one continent. There's another continent.
No, I was just talking about Gem Kingdom.
I know. It's Australia.
Technically, we haven't talked about any of them. I need to find my original notes. But technically, the planet that you're on has 4.
Wait, it's basically Australia, and there has not been one single drop bear.
Why have we not met Fantasy Steve Irwin yet?
Because he got killed by Fantasy Steve Irwin.
And Magpie.
Oh no! Why?
Icarus. No. Bad Icarus.
Just because you took a needle on the ass doesn't mean you can be a man just yet. Good God.
I'm going to blame that one on the alcohol, but you do not get another free pass tonight.
Bro, I just came out as bisexual. My emotions should not be fucked with right now.
My emotions.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
That I will find a way to introduce a Fantasy Steve Irwin. Because in my universe, he would still be alive. He would be
if Fantasy Steve Irwin dies, Sierra will turn chaotic evil.
I think this whole party will. Just saying.
Burn it down.
Choose violence.
What killed him? Oh, this crystal stingray. That species is now extinct. I'm preemptively causing this species to go extinct.
Well, we could cast Extinction.
My God.
God, I forget that that's a spell.
Is it?
Either it's a spell or you can use a wish spell.
Oh, yeah.
Hi guys, happy 60 episodes. Stay safe for the weekend and have fun tonight. Thank you, Tony.
Thanks,
Epic
Tony.
Spells. Hi, Tony. Epic level spells, though, can get real powerful real fast. Also, you guys still need to read Order of the Stick. It's amazing.
It's so good.
Ugh.
Entirely off topic, but I desperately want some of the hollow taco polishes.
Oh yeah, from Simply Nailogical.
Yes, they're gorgeous. I need give me the purple multi-chrome, please, for the love of God.
These are from Sally Hansen, the gel, the 2 steps.
Nice.
Yes. They're like baby blue, and then like the glitter inside is like a holographic. Yeah.
I've got this nice kind of wine berry red.
Ooh.
That I really love. I got it from, it was one of the things from Ipsy. It's from Belle in Argent, like a grape. But it's not like I said, it's more of like a wine red berry than a grape purple, if that makes sense.
Soul, like a grape.
It's a very nice fall color.
God damn it, Hannah. I'm actually thinking of painting my nails matte black.
Oh hell yeah! Do it.
Because
Sally Hansen has so it's a 2-step. They have black and there's a matte finish.
Yep.
Super easy.
A matte taco.
Yep. It's amazing. So just look for the sale. I don't know if you guys have Sally Hansen, you should. But so there's a bottle of black, and then there's a second bottle for matte top coat. But it's all the same area. Sorry.
The last time makeup ain't gone anywhere near me, I dressed up as a woman for a pantomime 2 years ago.
So you're out of practice and need some help. I can send you some links.
Yes.
Look, it's hard to surprisingly, it's hard to find foundation for Casper. So you know.
Yeah, I can see that. I think Il Maquillage has the most spectrum of coverage.
Ooh.
There's an
Their
online.
liquid liner is really, really good.
I'm looking at the colors that Bridget was showing.
Ooh.
I actually want to get better. Like I've
No, these are what Brian was talking about. They changed the packaging. The matte one comes in this matte one,
Yes.
and the top coat that's just shiny comes in this one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But they're
really
super dope. You can use any of their base colors, and then you use either the shiny or the matte as a top coat, and it'll make it either shiny, like this one, or matte.
Yeah.
And it's
Glossy or
pretty dope.
I've recently. It's not that I've never been like uncomfortable with like me wearing makeup, but I have to admit, when I do not eyeliner, like wings, but you know, just the like general outline on the eyelids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When I do that and it has that smoky look, it hits different.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Look, guyliner,
Look, basically,
smoky eye.
until we hit like the early 1900s, basically, when like there was a whole bunch of like manly man bullshit because of war things, makeup was pretty commonly worn by any both / all genders. Also,
yeah.
high heels were originally worn by
You were
butchers.
you
in
were
butcher
not you were
Yep.
not bourgeois and aristocratic unless you wore makeup.
And occasionally
Well,
stuffed your stockings with sawdust so that you look like you had nicer, more defined calves.
So I'm gonna be rocking eyeliner and matte black fingernails a little bit more.
Fuck yes.
Do
Because-
it.
Maybe just a little bit, just to spite my very conservative stepdad.
Do it.
Alright. I gotta get into announcements, but oh my god, my followers are roasting me on my TikTok right now.
Hey.
They're like, Paige, we knew as soon as we followed you that you're bisexual. I'm just like, I know, okay? I'm just now figuring it out.
It's almost Pride Month, so you
It's
know,
almost Pride Month.
time to be
so-
proud.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my town has their own little Pride thing happening next Saturday, but Kansas City Pride isn't until August, I think.
Yeah.
They
so
always
they're
do
not
theirs a
October.
couple months later.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I should figure out when like Orlando Pride or Anna, do you have any idea like when Orlando Pride is?
Hannah.
Anna,
What?
Anna,
Do you have any
Anna,
idea when
Anna.
Orlando Pride is just from like living down there?
Oh, I don't know. I live like a hermit. I don't know anything about I don't even know when the cons are. I don't know when events are. I have no idea.
No, it's
But
really fine. Because I
I'm
realized
kind of
like,
the person who always knows things last. So
yeah, because like I know Atlanta does theirs in October, which means like since I'll be moving down there beforehand, you know, not gonna get to do much. But oh, it looks like it might also be in October. Yes, I might get to go to Pride with Chrissy then.
Mhm.
Yay, just be safe.
Of course.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We will both be fully vaccinated at that point and potentially have also gotten our booster depending on how far out you're supposed to get it.
Mhm.
I think it's 10 months right now.
Oh, perfect. Then yes.
Or I don't think they've actually actively started the booster program yet, but it's
Makes sense.
anywhere from-
They haven't even been giving them out for a full year yet.
yeah, 10 months to a year, I think is what they're saying so far.
Mhm.
That's fair. It might end up being like kind of like a flu shot thing where you just kind of get one a year to help protect against any variants.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, yeah.
game stuff.
All right,
Announcement.
we're 10 minutes in, so let's go ahead and get through announcements. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kingdom Chronicles. I am turned to page 394 here with NN Chief, Bryce Sosceles, Brian T, Alpha Hannah 5311, Aki Obsession, Bard of the Midwest, Icarus of Might, and Bridgie Lee. We are here for our 60th session of GKC. This will be 2 years this September that we've been running this campaign. So we're now getting into like the halfway point, almost to 100, because we used to do this bi-weekly instead of every week, so it took longer to get episodes out. Just a few announcements. I don't think Kitsune's gonna be here tonight to moderate because he got his vaccine today, so he needs to rest and recuperate. So I can pull up the link tree real quick to share. Where's Discord? Hold on. Open Sesabitch. While I do that, I can tell you some of the links that we have on our Discord. We have links to our shops, links to important social justice cards, links to social media, the whole shebang. So once I get that link tree up, you can go check it out. If I can remember where there it is on my desktop. It might pop up actually in the call in just a moment. Yep, there it is. Hold on. Let me get that shit. While I'm doing that, if anybody has any store updates they want to share, you are free to do so.
Oh no. Oh no, no,
no. Sure, actually. As anyone who's watched this and all of you all know, I have a photography business here in Westchester in Pennsylvania, not far outside of Philly. If you are in this general area, I am planning on doing special Pride photo shoots at discounted rates. For the Pride Month. So if anyone is interested in that, please let me know. You can find me on facebook.com/SJA photograph. That's all I got.
Okie dokie. I'm having a little technical difficulties on my end. Okay, I think I finally got the link. Paste that shit. There we go. Yeah. So that's updates for Sarah's shop. GKC/Star Wars shop. I'm postponing an update for now. Because I just want to consolidate all the stuff that I want to upload to the store. I have also some ideas for Pride Month that I might run by the group for both GKC and for Outer Rim Misfits. But it'll probably be a group effort to get that done because I am only one woman and cannot get all these ideas done by myself. So we might have some Pride stuff coming your way, hopefully, for this year. Other than that, no store updates. Bridget should still have at least 8 dice skulls left on her Etsy shop. She's got 7 left! She got 7 dice skulls left now. She makes these awesome D20 Lich skulls that are kind of like little snow globes that have D20s on the inside. Brian is showcasing one right now that he bought. They are super cool, and Bridget's showing one as well, if you want to talk about them, Bridget.
Sure. I don't know really what to talk about. Sorry. I make stuff out of resin, and so I make the dice on the inside, and I make this skull. All of them, minus one clear one, should have Swarovski crystals for the eyes. And they are rollable. I've had multiple people ask me if they're rollable or not, and I'm not going to sell you an $80 paperweight, so it has a function. So, Demi-Lich D20s. I am working on getting business cards done. I haven't really been promoting it very well lately, but I will be working on that.
That's all right, honey. Take your time on that. But yeah, make sure you check out her Etsy shop. It is linked in our link tree. And she has only 7 little skulls left right now, so grab yours while you can. Moving on from shops. A lot of us upload our VODs to YouTube as well. We have our YouTube linked in the link tree. I usually do a mass upload every Monday, with my Star Wars upload being every Wednesday. So yeah, if you follow us on our YouTubes, just hit the bell icon when you subscribe to us to get notified when we upload stuff. Lost Mine at Fandalver should be back this Sunday. Sorry, I heard something really loud just now. We've been on like a couple month long hiatus due to one of our players moving, but he's finally settled into his new home, and I want to try to get this campaign back rolling for as long as I can before I get into the process of moving. So we will have our next session again, hopefully this Sunday. If not, we are hanging out, because I get fucking lonely on Sundays. I need to hang out with friends. Next Monday is Heroes of Humble Origin. It's the Humblewood campaign hosted by Sarah, aka Aki Obsession, here on Twitch. So tune in to her channel on Monday night to watch our next episode. Star Wars Outer Rim Misfits is every Wednesday, hosted on my channel and Jane Kitsune's. Is our Star Wars 5e campaign that we run, and every Thursday is Tales of Yggdrasil, hosted by Mitch, aka MNChief _ here on Twitch. So tune in every Thursday if you want to watch Norse mythology inspired D&D. Other than that, that's all of my announcements for the night. If anyone has any quick announcements they want to throw out there before tonight's ritual, you are free to do so.
I have something. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, honey.
So some cons are opening up where I live, and I will be attending them. There's Anime Midwest that is happening the last couple days of June, which is also my birthday. And then there is the Milwaukee Comic Con, which was the first and only Comic Con I've ever been to so far. And I'll be going to those. So I don't know if you live in that area.
So if you all are heading to either of those cons, and if you see Bridget there, please give her a hello.
Also, I made a dragon.
Oh, it's so cute! Is it like one of those dragons that you can put the D20 in their tail?
I mean, I could, but I could. Hold on, let me see if it fits.
I'm sorry, my curiosity has been piqued now. No, Brian, you cannot dibs! She just showed us the dragon.
I mean, it'll sit there.
That is so cute.
No, I got dibs. I got dibs on everything. Anything that Bridget makes.
Both
Even her, like, fingernails. Dibs.
Both Brians are
Okay.
fighting over dibs right now.
I mean, I can concede dibs for at least a $20 fee. No, but seriously, this is like one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
So, Bridget, I love it. Still smells like Tootsie Rolls for some reason.
I really shouldn't.
Speaking of cons and festivals and stuff, I think Kansas City Renaissance Festival is opening up again this year around September. And I will try to go, so if you live in the Kansas City area and you go to Renfest and you see me, feel free to say hello. I'm probably going to be covered in glitter and chaotic as hell, but say hello. Alright, does anybody else have any more announcements? Alright, Hannah! You know what to do! Uh-oh. Oh, is it the return of the blanket? I think it's the return of the blanket, you guys.
Might be. Spicy chicken.
Spicy chicken!
Yes, I am the spicy chicken. My name is Ember, and I just wanted to let you all know that you are so smart and talented and so well put together. You've been amazing to my friend Hannah. She really appreciates you. I've seen so many times where she's laughed around you and made jokes and cried good, happy tears. I'm very, very proud of you all. I know it's been very hard, especially this past 2 years, because your life's been a little crazy, but that's okay. As long as you keep pushing forward, you keep moving forward, and keep your heads up, everything's gonna be just fine. I love you all just as much as she loves you. And don't forget that you all are handsome and beautiful and strong and super special. You are made just the way you're meant to be, the way that the universe and stars and everything has created you. You are amazing. Never, ever, ever, ever forget. And remember, me and Hannah are always in your corner. We'll always be on your side. Okay? So I want you guys to smile. Take a deep breath. It's been a little crazy, but it's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna turn out okay in the end. All right? Big kiss. I love you. Bye.
Bye, Ember.
You make it really hard to do an Uno skip and or reverse on a spicy chicken.
Oh my
And I think you may have actually killed Paige.
heart! Oh my god, that was so wholesome. Okay.
I love you guys.
I love you too.
Anyone else in the chat, roll 8d6 emotional damage.
Oh god. I'll fucking do it on my 8d6.
Fuck it, I'm a sociopath. I'm gonna roll 1d6 at a time.
24.
Oh! Ouch!
I'm fucking dead. Alright. I think further ado. Okay, we gotta get that deep voice back. Alright. I need my
Where's
medical.
sword?
I need
I want a lightsaber! I want to go to war!
war. There's a cheeksy boy.
Dixie!
The floofy boy.
He looks so unimpressed right now.
Big floof.
Big chunkle.
Oh, big chunk!
Big fluffle.
Tongas.
Okay, without further ado, let us. You're making him wiggle his ears. He's like, Mom, why? Okay, seriously, without further ado, let us dive into tonight's episode of Kingdom Chronicles. Chris, please take over. Fuck.
I wonder how long it's gonna be before I can't go that high pitched for shit. Anyway,
Oh, when will that be?
roughly 3 months, I think.
Excellent.
I don't know. I'll be making a progression video.
Wow.
So, previously on Kingdom Chronicles. 3 months out, that'll be how it always sounds. There was a wedding. It was so good. Sierra asked Drax to forge the rings. He made them these gorgeous silver things with a bismuth inlaid band and added additional diamonds that Sierra provided. Isla was doing the flowers. Darren was making desserts and other canapes, tostadas, crostinis, all those other fancy sounding words.
Cannolis. I made you a cannoli.
There was dress shopping. Sutha was distracting the parents. Devotion was also helping to cook everything. Zinc was making some things to add pizzazz, is what I have here. And basically, we got all of the prep kind of finalized. It was really wonderful and really adorable, and oh my goodness. So Sierra went to go get her parents and brought them over to the surprise wedding. They were delighted and legitimately completely surprised. So all in all, good shit. Everyone got ready and took their places. Zinc had made these special mechanical tinkerer's flowers, basically, that he placed all over. And the wedding itself was just it was this lovely, poignant, and beautiful thing. Sierra was officiating and looked badass in her like raven's dress, basically. The party was in parts groomsmen and bridesmaids and stuff like that throughout everything. Adrian was the one who gave his mom away because it was very sweet and very good, and it was just it was so good. And the flowers all shoot glitter at once at the presentation of the couple, making this huge, big, beautiful, like rainbow hollow effect, kind of. Just beautiful. At the reception, it was very fancy, tons of appetizers and desserts as discussed, and it was just delicious. Adrian fell asleep at the table because it was a lot of excitement for one day. And Sierra and Darren put some flowers in his hair just because.
We bedazzled him.
Bedazzled. And Darren also used the Onyx dog to mess with Drax for most of the evening.
I regret nothing.
Of course not.
Just so we're clear.
Of course not. This is no time for that. Devotion, after the wedding and the reception and everything, everybody goes home, of course, gets some sleep, preps up and rests out. You guys met up a little bit later. Devotion was trying to find Anya's potential location. Most likely, she's in Diamond, is what he can get from the context clues along with Severin. So he kind of finds it out right before y'all had a group meeting to discuss what to do, where to go, like where y'all are going to head out when you actually leave Black Opal. So Sierra remembers that she needs to repay Badger and Agate. Isla wants to go to Pendalin at some point. Devotion wants to go to Diamond for Anya and Severance. And Drax wants to go to Mount Glass for Thor's Regalia. And those are kind of the main choices of like that y'all were offering up as things. We ended up having it done as kind of like a roll off, which in game I'm going to say was sort of like a stare down between Devotion and Drax, trying to figure out like who's gonna do it.
It only takes one bullet.
Do you feel lucky?
You ain't got the nerve. Try me. I love Ringo so much.
Amazing.
Such a good film. Need to watch it again.
It's on Netflix.
Thank you. Good to know. So we ended up doing a roll-off, sort of out of gameplay to kind of help decide things. Drax won and decides that, yeah, he does want to take his winning thing and go to Mount Glass first. That way he's got sort of some extra oomph and firepower, lightning power, you know what I mean, for dealing with the culty bullshit that kind of is potentially going on in Diamond. I think that Devotion updated the Queen on where y'all are going, and she didn't have anything else for y'all. That wasn't a hard and fast scene. It was just kind of something we mentioned near the end. And after everybody departs the tavern to go and assess and decide where other things, what other things that they're going to do that evening, Sierra had a little talk with Darren afterward. About him sort of not knowing what to do as his next adventure goal. He does have an idea of what he wants to do, but says it's going to be very tricky. he wants to try and go home and see his dad, but there's a whole lot of issues in that, to put it lightly, which is why he's hesitant to bring it up. And they kind of have a talk about like trusting, sharing things with the party, and just sharing things kind of in general. And honestly, it was really, really sweet overall. So good role play, always. The last shot that we have was kind of a montage of the prep leading up to you guys teleporting out to Twin Cities, which is where we saw like Devotion updating the Queen through the Sending Stone. Everyone's gathering their stuff, putting things together. You know, hugs are given, back slaps and such are provided, and everybody then gathers out, and Zinc does the woogity woo teleport to Twin Cities, which is the closest city without a whole lot of major geographical bullshit to get in the way between that location and Mount Glass, which I was looking at the actual map. It's actually Glass Mountain, but I'm going to leave it as Mount Glass because that's what we've been talking about this entire time. So yeah, yes, I definitely know by heart this entire world that I created.
Every rock, every tree, every creature.
Every rock, every tree has a name.
Look! I'm guilty of forgetting shit as well.
Castaway.
We are castaways. Ahoy there, ahoy, we are castaways.
But yeah.
I'd rather sing that than Olivia Bitchface's newest single. Like a damn sociopath. Like, bitch, can you not?
What?
Okay, Driver's License is a fucking hit, but this new song that was released, Good For You or something, I'm just like, girl, we get it. You had a bad breakup. You're starting to turn into early 2000s Taylor Swift.
I'm gonna write
saying,
40 songs about boys.
No idea what this is about.
Okay,
I've not heard this song.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, though, her re-singing all of her old songs is like, yes. Yes. I love Taylor Swift now. I'm gonna shut up now.
Anyway, so bubba-dubba-dub.
Sorry, can I just add a technical note?
What?
So Zinc, when we're going to places that he's familiar with that have a teleportation circle, this is actually his first time using the teleportation circle thing, so he's using the 10-minute spell to cast it, as opposed to just regular teleport where we can just be like, hey. So
Okay, gotcha.
it's not really that big a deal. Just
fair, but it matters more for like your spell slot thing than anything else, but it's good to know.
And aesthetic, because you know.
Yeah. Okay. So excuse me, goodness. So like I mentioned, you guys teleported over to Twin Cities. And as everybody who lives in Gem Kingdom knows, but for anybody watching the show / our listeners, Twin Cities is specifically the place where because I think I found out like during the course of like studying or like looking into different gems for this setting, there's only a couple of small differences between rubies and sapphires that will result in the different color, but they're actually very, very similar, like compositionally.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, well, in that case, bam, same city. So
kind of like men and women, or twins.
What? Not me just slightly changing my compositional difference right now. What? No. I'm becoming a sapphire.
Yay.
Anyway.
And it was in this episode that Icarus outed himself as one of the crystal gems.
You are a crystal gem.
We always save the day. Anyway.
I'm surprised it's taken us 60 episodes to make a Steven Universe comment in a campaign about fucking crystals.
Amethyst and pearl.
Let's be real. We all know if I were a gem, I would be an amethyst. We are all fully aware of this, right? Anyway, so, or at least our kind of amethyst. Sorry, words are a whole thing. So yeah, so this place that you guys teleport to, the teleportation circle is of course located a bit closer to sort of the merchanty area.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they froze.
Oh no.
Or like the higher end merchants that are maybe transport goods that they have to be more careful with, kind of need to use that. So yeah, so you guys are teleporting to a city and then going.
You
Everything
froze for a moment and then everything just sped up.
Oh,
Yeah, it was so surreal. It was like a bad acid trip.
It was like when you accidentally put a what is it, like a 45 LP on the wrong setting. I've done that before. I own a record player. It's like summoning a demon.
Okay, so you guys teleport to the city. The teleportation circle is located a bit closer to the actual merchanty kind of center, since they're usually used by either higher level delegates, diplomats, whatever the fuck you want to call them, or by merchants that are teleporting more either more valuable goods where they don't want to actually risk having a caravan, or by the ones that have more, I guess, stable but stable goods that just need to get places quicker. So it's not like it's going to explode because of magic, but also you should get it to where it's going to go quickly. Shit like that. So you guys teleport in and head out. You've pretty much fully restocked yourselves over in Black Opal, so you have like everything that you're going to need for the journey. And y'all know me, I'm not going to make you like nickel and dime the rations unless you're in like a really crazy survival situation. If we somehow end up like on a desert island for a while, then sure, but not now.
Give me 5 minutes in a rowboat.
Like, the important question is, who dies from cannibalism first, like with the party on a desert island?
Good luck finding me, bitches.
If it's only a small desert island, there's not many places you can hide.
Plus 14, asshole.
Zink won't be there because he has teleport. So, sorry.
Oh my god. Anyway, sorry. So you guys step out of the little like it's not necessarily a hut in this case, but there is like a slightly enclosed building that contains the teleportation circle. So you guys kind of step out of that. I guess it's a bit closer in size, like a small barn, and it's just kind of open inside. Either way, y'all step out of that and step into Twin Cities, and Twin Cities has taken their aesthetic and just run with it. So this place is done up in reds and blues with a lot of accent colors of the various and sundry metals. So you've got tons of gold and silver that are lining both of them at various places, as well as some copper that is kind of run through to add like a little slightly different metallic splash here and there. In a couple of places you can see where the metal or the gold has been purified or manipulated in some way so that it's a darker or lighter sheen or has like some coloration to it. Since they have pretty good trade relations with the metal triplets, for obvious reasons, they've got a really good sort of foundation of just stuff to take everything that they have and just make it gorgeous. And it's not just those really rich jewel tones that you see like as you guys are kind of walking toward the front. There's also plenty of pastel shades of everything. There's some muted versions. There are basically the variations you can imagine. They are present because they have tons and tons of ways to get to that specific kind of pigment, grind it down, make it into whatever they need to. And yeah, and so you'll see a lot of places where there'll be like whole shops that are kind of dedicated to like the red and blue thing, where it's like it's a single shop, but like one side of the whole shop is like red shit and one side is blue shit. And they just kind of like lean into that real heavy. as well as you can see some that have everything very very artfully intertwined together and everything like that. What?
This town is making me just go, Sarge, look, a sleeping person. He's not sleeping, but he's dead. Oh, good.
I'm getting like gender reveal party where they don't actually reveal the gender.
No, not at all.
That was the worst throw ever of all time.
Not my fault. Someone put a wall in my way.
Oh my god. But that is one kind of key thing, is that this place, for all that it has sort of this almost binary going on with the two colors, like there's plenty of places that it mixes, but they don't have any like purple here, for instance, because that's not really their thing. That's in Amethyst Hall is where you find more of the actual like purple shit. But they also, there's no hard and fast line in the sand, like only like this one can wear blue and only this one can wear red, because there's a huge mix of everything and all of the various like pastels that they've got. It's just, they are fully aware that they are the Twin Cities, and therefore that is their aesthetic. But yeah, so yeah, so y'all are heading out to are y'all gonna rent, I guess, like horses or something from here, or do we want to just sort of like small retcon that y'all like let Manny know to meet y'all here so that you had like a means of transportation?
Manny.
Our man Manny needs to put bread on the table.
He does. He do.
He does.
I'll say Sierra had sent him a message.
Oh.
Assume it's 25 words, but along the lines of, "Hey Manny, we just got back from another mission. I just finished up wedding. Do you have time to probably like take the cart up to Twin Cities? Okay, bye."
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
I love that dude on TikTok. Goodbye.
Yes.
Bye.
You got a like, it was not quite a monosyllabic response, but you did get, in your head, mind you, like you did get the response of, mm-hmm, yep. That's it.
Oh, that's actually good. Manny's on board. He'll meet us in Twin Cities.
That's it. You didn't need to say anything else. That's it. Okay, so in that case, you guys are probably just like looking for the transportation shit that do be here. So of course there's places that like will like, you know, do the rent a stable kind of thing and let you like rent their horses, but that's also where hired carriages will kind of hang out, so that if you don't want to rent a horse, you can hire a carriage and go on from there. And of course, as y'all round the corner, you see the very familiar form and shape of the large carriage that has been basically granted to you by the queen, as well as the crotchety old guy sitting reading a paper of some kind up on the little driver's seat.
Manny!
Hey,
Manny!
well, glad to see you're all in one piece. You look different. Pointing at Sierra, I think specifically.
Wait, is the scar too much?
No,
She
I think
points,
you look-
despite the fact she now just has white streaks in her hair, because she's just
Oh,
letting
yeah.
the dye fade out and just let
Yeah.
her hair be white. She's like, scar's too much?
Just different.
I was gonna say you could blame him for that, and she'll point to Drax.
Yeah, that one was my bad. Long story.
Long story for another time. We're glad you can be here, though.
Oh yeah. Good
Hello,
gig.
stranger.
Solid gig. Y'all don't mistreat my carriage or my horses, so solid gig.
I am Bob. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Zinc.
I'm in disguise. It is a pleasure to meet you, Manny. I mean, gentle carriage driver.
Your friend's weird.
We know.
I'm gonna make a telepathic connection to Manny real quick.
Yeah.
Just so you know, that is Zinc. He is in disguise. Don't ask why.
I am totally
Weird.
in this.
After Manny's like, "Hey, that's fair, I'll cut the connection." And once again, reform the connection I have with Darren.
Yeah.
When in doubt, Darren is the default.
Oh yeah, of course. Alrighty. Well, yeah. As you guys kind of look up in the back, I think Manny also takes a second when Drax and Isla get a little bit closer, and he goes, "Ah, congrats! Don't know how you did it, but congrats."
Yeah, neither do I. I don't know why she said yes.
Wow.
He's talking to Sierra's gonna look at Drax like, he's talking about her eyes, you dumb fuck.
Fair comment. I'll
He
show
was
it right now.
he was looking up here, not down at her hand.
Fair comment. I'll shut up now.
She'll just kiss Drax on the cheek.
Okay. Look, this man has been around a long time.
Oh, I love this man so much.
God, we have been without Manny for too long.
Right.
God. So yeah, so you guys put your stuff wherever it had been sort of in the carriage before. As you've done before, you can still rent a couple of horses so that you have like 2 horses that people can be riding and 1 reserve horse that can be kind of traded out as y'all are traveling, kind of thing. And those are paid for by the fact that y'all are sentinels. So those don't ever cost you anything for like travel stuff.
I'm of course going to summon my steed.
As will
Oh,
I.
yes.
And since I now have find greater steed, I think I will summon a Pegasus.
Oh damn.
I just summoned my obsidian wolf. No, that was a lava wolf. Yeah, it was a lava wolf.
Lava wolf.
I summoned a lava wolf.
Wolf. Lava.
Loth wolf.
Rock wolf. Lava wolf is just rock wolf but hot.
Goodness.
Meanwhile, Sierra's like, alright, so we can head out now if you want, or we can do a last minute supply run in town before we head out. So everybody's stocked up on their provisions for the road?
Let me see if there is a nice bakery in town.
Do you want me to get you anything, Sierra?
Huh?
Do you want me to get you anything?
Let me check my pack real quick.
Okay.
Do get some donuts while you're out, if you can find any.
Oh, yeah. Even donuts.
Donuts or donuts. Perhaps if you can find an apothecary in town, see if they sell health potions. I can help pay the price for that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Florma, you want to come with me?
Where are we going?
To get pastries and health potions.
Sure.
Perhaps diamonds too, in case shit goes south. I have 2 on me, but one of them belongs to Badger.
Good idea.
By the way, I am Bob.
What a strange and exotic name, Bob.
The full name is Bob the Drag Twink, but
Yeah, I'm registering that, and I noticed that, and I'm trying to process that.
thank you.
Nope.
Basically, like, girl with a mustache is the Bob the Drag Twink disguise.
Alright, if Flortma and Bob are gonna do the shopping and stuff, Sierra is just gonna pull her map out of her pack and start trying to like formulate some sort of course towards Mount Glass.
Okay, cool.
Oh wait, sorry, Sierra. If you
Yes,
would
Bob?
wish to see this, Bob will pull the book, the essentially the atlas that he got from the boon that he requested.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get like the full map of the area.
All right.
For purposes.
All right, thank you, Bob. This will definitely be of help.
Of course, Sierra. Let us on, shall we, for tomorrow?
I'm not calling you Bob.
You never call me anything nice anyway.
Just call him the drag queen, apparently.
Alright, I'm gonna continue plotting our course to Mount Glass, since being an Outlander, I can read maps very well!
Yeah, actually, if you want to roll... I don't actually know, there's not really a specific skill for this anymore, but I could say either survival or nature with advantage, to kind of give y'all a better chance of hitting like only the good shit, basically.
Definitely do survival, because that's my better one.
Yeah.
Alright, with advantage. That's a natural 19 on the first one.
Nice.
And a natural 1 on the second!
Well, second doesn't count.
So, 19 plus 7, 26.
Nice! So yeah, it looks like the path down should be pretty straightforward. You're not going to have to ford any rivers. You're not going to have to contend with a whole lot of like the actual mountain stuff because it's kind of right on the edges there.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to plot a pretty secure course along like some of the common trade routes. And since they are fairly common, you also shouldn't have to deal with a whole lot of other banditry bullshit, which is also good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I think I need to be better about moving this out. Take inspiration.
Hey! Yeah. If that's the case, for at least the first leg of the journey, Sierra will sit up in the driver's seat with Manny.
Oh yeah.
When we eventually hit the road.
Also, in interest of keeping it so that I remember inspiration more often, if a moment happens that y'all like that's where it's inspiration, please bring it up. For the love of God.
Every moment.
When it's worthy, goddammit.
Inspired.
But yeah. So Sierra, from your tracking, your course plotting, you don't foresee any like obvious issues, and you have a very good idea of like where you guys are going and how long it'll take you to get there. So you should be able to keep everything sort of on track, as it were. Good. Excuse me. So yay. Okay, so for Flirtma and Bob, is this an inside joke that I'm just not aware of for Bob the drag queen, or is that just?
Well, there's Bob the drag queen, and yeah, Bob the drag queen won a season of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Season 8.
I've never seen a single episode.
It has a fabulous song called "Purse First." But also, yeah.
It was great.
So because Zinc does stay in disguise most of the time, his disguises are going to start having names. So this one is Bob the Drag Twink, aka just Bob. And this is the halfling disguise that he wears.
Yeah. Sorry, is it like it's sort of just a funny thing of like Bob the Builder, but it's Bob the Drag Twink instead?
No, it's an homage to Bob the Drag Queen because Bob the Drag Queen is fabulous and they're amazing. I
just wanted to make sure because I felt like I was missing the key part of the joke, but I think it's just because I don't know the reference material. So
okay. It's also because Zinc is such a like flamboyant entity as he is. Bob is such a strange alias. So Now Zinc has 20 names and not 10.
Lord help us all.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so boop, boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Yeah, you guys are able to find a bakery super duper quick, no problems at all. It's of course, I think this one's called the Other Twin Cities Bakery. so yeah, so it's got like a very nice like pie kind of looking pastry thing on its little sign that has both strawberries and blueberries made up in it that are of course like made out of the rubies and sapphires. But yeah, so it's not super busy, so you guys should be able to get sort of in and like actually like get some stuff, and it seems like it still has a pretty decent stock, especially this early in the day. So yeah.
Hello, I require 6 dozen of your pastries and or donuts.
The little gnome that's behind the counter kind of like looks over at some of their stuff. Look, I don't want to be rude. I don't think I can give you 6 dozen. I might be able to give you 3, but if I give you 6, I'm not going to have anything else for like the lunch rush.
Those are acceptable terms. Do you happen to know if there is another bakery in this delightful town?
Well, you've got our original store, the Twin Cities Bakery, and that one's near the front gate, prime real estate, so to speak.
Very well. Flutma, shall we on there after we take the 3 dozen from this fine establishment?
Do you happen to have any elven bread?
Yeah, I should have a little bit of that. 1 second. She'll bustle around, get a couple things, put some stuff in like boxes and everything. And it's like, yeah, looks like we've got about a dozen loaves made, for lack of a better word.
We'll take it.
All of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Got some hungry people.
Clearly. Okay. And she kind of does like some quick math and then pushes them across to you guys. So you've got, I guess, technically 4 dozen things because these are separate from the dozen assorted pastries.
Mm-hmm. And donuts.
And she's gonna kind of look at it all and be like, okay, well the elven bread is gonna be 50 for the lot. And all 3 of these dozen is gonna be also 50. So elven bread's a little more of a, I guess, a luxury item, so it costs a little more.
So what you are saying is that we owe you 100 what?
100?
100
gold. Yeah.
Copper, silver, electrum, gold, platinum,
Gold.
beads of force. Very well. I will pay that price.
And I love you, random citizen.
Look, I've only got two of those beads of force left. Like, I don't
Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, and we never use force against. Yeah. So 120 is the amount of gold I will give this tiny little friend of mine who is not technically aware that I am a gnome also.
There's a little too much here.
Nope. I insist that you take this for the inconvenience of us demolishing your supply.
Stock.
Okay, fine. I'll put it in the tip jar, and she just kind of like puts it down, like scoop, and then puts it back up there. That looks like I'm bragging. 1 second. she goes and like puts it in like a thing in the back and brings it out, and it has just like a couple of silver in it. There we go. There we go.
Thank you so much for these hopefully remarkable pastries.
Thank you very much. I will say, it's all from our own family recipes. We don't share stuff, and we use only the best quality ingredients that we can get our hands on. And if we can't get our hands on them, then we make them. So
Sounds wonderful.
I've
Shall
had to
we?
grow sugarcane on my own.
Oh wow. Zink is going to make a note in his head that this is a gnome-owned establishment, and
Oh yeah, it's a family establishment. There's like family pictures and show on the walls.
yeah, he'll definitely be coming back here.
That is totally fair.
Why
do I do this myself?
Shall we continue?
Sure.
Pardon me, madam. Where is the closest apothecary?
I think if you go down a block, there should be somebody on the right-hand side. I don't remember what it's called, but it always smells very nice when I walk by there in the morning.
Very well, thank you so much. Flourishes cape and starts walking away.
I love tourists. So yeah, the apothecary you find no problem. It does smell pretty nice. It's like that nice, like earthy, herby scent. And it's just, I think this one's just called the double apothecary. And you go inside and you basically see that like the double thing is just that they have a lot of stock and half of it's in red bags and half of it's in blue bags.
Hello.
What can I get for you? It's a little halfling behind the counter.
Well, brother, I am here with my companion, and he whaps Forma on the chest for your health potions.
Oh, alrighty then. Let's see. I don't have any superior ones, but I do have plenty of greater ones. So can't get the best of the best, but you can get some of the good shit. I had some dude get a bunch of those heading north or something. But what? You want them or not? I got 4.
Wow. I'm trying to encourage Forma to interact with this person. You are our healer. What do we need?
Amazing.
Mick excuse me?
You are one of our healers. You're not there. You're getting drunk.
Wait. I'm looking to see what I have. Hold on.
Don't let Brian drink next session. Just heads up.
Potion of healing.
Yes, how terrible.
Okay, how much is it?
I think the greater potions of healing are like, I think they're like 100 each, because I think the superiors are like 150. Something like that. Yeah. So he can give you 4 for he'll actually cut if you'd like to roll persuasion, he might be able to cut you a deal if you buy 4.
22.
Okay, he can't give you 22.
No, I rolled persuasion. I got a 22.
Oh, okay.
All the tea.
No, yeah, give us 22 health potions.
He doesn't
We kind of need them.
We can make them, we can will them into existence.
He doesn't have 22, he has 4. He has 4 potions of greater healing.
Icarus, that's quitters talk.
No, with that attitude, they don't.
He has 6 potions of, I guess, standard healing, which are, I think, like 50 each. So yeah, so if you do a 22, he can give you all 4 of the greater for 350 instead. of 400. And he can give you all 6 of the standard potions for 250 instead of 300.
Let me know if you need gold. Your sugar daddy's got you.
Y'all are a weird couple, but
Notice
sure.
that I'm kind of frugal, have you? But I will take them all.
All right. In that case, I think that'll be 600 total. Gold.
Does Florma pull out gold or should?
No, I pull out gold.
Florma doesn't buy that much.
Bob will actually pull out 300 gold just to match.
Florma, are you going to let your apparently sugar daddy help you pay for these, or are you going to ignore his gold?
Pocket size sugar daddy.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish I had a sugar daddy sometimes.
You're not alone.
To be fair though, most sugar babies are. So yeah, Florma, if you want 300 gold, just let me know.
I'm sorry, we're gonna put a pin in that.
I also require a handful of lodestones, a bag of wing feathers, some chalk, and if you could spare some gem dust, I'd most appreciate it.
Well, standard components like the other shit's only going to be about 50 for the whole lot that you need. Gem dust, how much do you need specifically for that?
I shall require.
250's worth? Do you need 150?
Let's split the difference and get 200 worth.
All right. So 250
for the
total
lot.
for your stuff.
And I will give him 300 gold because sugar daddy.
He just sort of sees that you've given him more and shrugs and just scoops it all into his cash register.
What a wonderful establishment, brother.
Thanks. You must be from one of the northern families. They're a little weird.
Indeed. And we're off. Flourishes cape again. To the door.
Yeah, you guys also have a fuck ton of healing potions, though. You've got 10 healing potions.
I actually have 15 healing potions.
What the fuck?
Well, I just bought 10. I had 5.
Okay, so everybody in the party needs to have at least 2. Or at least 1, and some people need to have 2. Like, damn. Fucking Christ.
Sierra has 2 already. Give her 2 more and she gets 4. Yay!
And other people should
Well,
get...
I'm the medic! I need them!
So Bob is going to go grab another 3 dozen donuts, if that's possible.
I still
Or-
have stock from a spectator, but I do not have potions.
Donuts and pastries, etc.
Sorry, I'm trying to learn, like, some basic signs, and anyway. Yes, you can do that.
One can't say.
No. No. Anyway. So yeah, you can go over to the next one. They're a little bit slammed, a little bit more so than the other one was. But you are able to get an additional 3 dozen for the same price.
Okay.
So yeah. So
Which
it was 50 and you gave him a little extra, so if you want to do the same thing, you can.
Yeah, I'll do 75. And I will.
Christ! Can't keep tipping like 30%.
You can't give me 7,000 GP and expect me not to.
He has a fair point, Icarus.
You're supposed to use that on like magical bullshit.
It's my money and I want it now.
This is the bakery in Humblewood all over again. Zenzi's, that's only 1 gold. Slaps down 10.
You scared me. I need this handle.
Hold on. So wait, how much? I don't know if I ever added the money from we got paid from the.
Yeah, you guys got 7,000 from the queen for your last payday. So whatever you currently had, you need to add 7,000 to it.
Yes, but
Well
if you
then.
remember, you're still banned from shopping.
By the way, I'm totally making Florma carry everything, so that I can
wow.
flourish my cape.
I'm this close to casting Dispel Magic on you.
You'd be in for a surprise.
Think if you'd like to, I will allow you to cast Thaumaturgy just to make your cape melodramatic.
Actually, just to spite Mitch, here in Ruby and Sapphire, is there like a fancy weapons shop?
Oh fuck yeah. It's more like fancy in the terms of it will look pretty, but if you're lucky, / if you roll well enough, you might be able to find like a really good weapon in there. What you looking for? There's a blacksmith fairly close. Funnily enough, like the entrance to the main entrance is also like the place that tends to be downwind of the rest of the city. So that's where a lot of the a lot of the crafter type shops are, like, including tanneries and blacksmiths.
Mhm.
So near the entrance, not far from where you guys needed to get your travel shit, there is a blacksmith shop if you want to drop in there.
Yeah, I'll go and peruse over there.
Okay. I think roll me. I don't know. There's not really a really good like luck roll in general. I'll tell you what. I will roll D100, and you just tell me high or low.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd say you've got about a 30% chance of there being something like really good and not just decorative in here. So I'm gonna roll. You tell me, I guess, high, low, or mid.
Okay.
What you want?
Mid.
You lucky fuck.
Look,
It's fine.
I'm not allowed to go shopping.
Who the fuck let the tiefling walk around unsupervised?
Anyway.
Y'all were supposed to keep an eye on him.
Hey, technically, I didn't go into a magic shop, so I didn't break the rules.
You were still left unsupervised.
You're a full-grown adult, and you left me unsupervised.
Unsupervised. With money.
Rock. Sorry, Percy and I did this thing where you got to you got to pan for gems, and I ended up buying the bucket one so we could get a lot. And I got a lot of what I think are citrine.
Ooh.
Not polished, but they're huge fucking chunks. And I think adventuring. I also got a really cool looking amethyst, which makes me happy. But it's blue.
Ooh.
Makes me very happy. I have no idea what they actually are. This is just me kind of spitballing from like the basic stuff that I had available. But yeah. Anyway, sorry, making a little bit of extra room here. So yeah. So you walk into the blacksmith shop, and you do notice that on the back wall, there's a fairly decent looking sword, honestly.
What kind of sword? Great sword, long sword?
Long sword.
Okay, cool.
I know what these words mean. I'm a great DM.
I would like to use my magic vision, see if I can see if it's all just how fancy the sword is.
It's sorry. It's well, actually, I'm going to risk rolling on a table. Wish me luck.
I will wish you all the luck. We remember how this map. We remember what happened last.
I'm going to risk it.
Risking it for a biscuit.
I swear, if it gets a Vorpal longsword, I'm leaving.
I wouldn't know what the fuck to do with the Vorpal longsword.
No one knows what to do with the Vorpal longsword. Okay.
Early in the morning.
What would you do with the Vorpal longsword? Actually, the fits. Fuck. would you do with a vorpal longsword? What would you do with a vorpal longsword? What would you do with a vorpal longsword?
Early in the morning.
No, early in the dungeon.
Decapitate everything.
Honestly, though, it fucking
Okay.
slaps.
This one should be fine. I'm just gonna try and see if I can get one that's actually a sword of some kind. You want a sword? Oh, okay, sure. Just go with that one. It looks like this one is a that is a sword, right? What does it do? Sorry, I have to check because I don't trust these dice at all. I don't trust it. I don't know why I'm doing this.
I'm gonna go make some coffee. Don't roll something powerful.
No problem.
Actually, I'm gonna stay around for this roll and then I'll go make coffee.
Well, it's not a legendary. It's very rare.
You know what? That's fine.
That's right under legendary.
I know.
I am aware. Tell me, Icarus, what have I found in this little shop?
Okay. What you have found. You found a sword of sharpness.
Oh, goody!
So, when you attack... Well, actually, no. I'm not going to tell you all the shit, but you are aware that you have found something that's not just a sword of +2.
Yeah.
So yeah, it has like this kind of dull glow around it that almost has like a bloodthirsty feel to it. It's not like necessarily like a berserker's rage kind of thing, but it does feel like it's meant specifically for warfare, for wounding, for like smacking things and making them bleed. So yeah.
I can get behind that.
Uh-huh.
Especially because of where we're going. I can definitely get behind that.
Okay, it's a very rare. So how much is it? Okay. That's doable, I think. Okay. So yeah. You go in there. This guy has, like I said, tons of decorative pieces, tons and tons of various and sundry daggers and swords that have, rubies, sapphires, or both in the pommel, in the grip, along the guard. Some of them are very intricate and lovely, like rapiers that are almost have like this delicacy to them that just makes them look like so pretty. But those ones tend to be pretty decorative, is the thing. Like, this guy has a lot more decorative pieces than he has anything else, which does kind of make sense because Twin Cities isn't really known for having any kind of heavy banditry presence around it, and none of the places that like you're gonna go to are quite far enough away that you'd have to worry about banditry, kind of thing. So like he doesn't have as much of a need to make actual like functional weapons, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But he does have a few. It looks like he does have one that you're not sure if it was made here or not. The blacksmith is a pretty old gnarled dwarf. But you're not really sure if he made it. It doesn't quite look like a dwarven make, just because it's not quite it doesn't have that almost a stout sturdiness to it. You're not sure if maybe he acquired this from an elf, because it kind of has like that more fluid, almost willowy kind of aesthetic to it in a way. But it is definitely something that is magical. You yourself don't actually know yet what it is. You just know that it does have a definitive magical signature that would serve you well in a martial fighting kind of situation. He's just there, kind of very, very lightly hammering away on something. Looks like he's doing a repair job on a decorative piece.
He'll look around at the other more decorative swords, kind of appreciate the craftsmanship, and then once it looks like he's taking a small break from this repair work, he'll approach the counter. Hello.
Oh, what can I do for you? You look like you've got your own arsenal, but maybe you can add some.
That's what I was intending. I have some plans in the future, but so I'll need. He kind of motions that he aside from the giant shield and the staff that he has tucked in his back, he doesn't appear to have an actual weapon.
Yeah.
My arsenal is more discreet. As hard as that is to believe, given the look of me. But
you don't look like you know the meaning of that word, but
I really don't. Discreet is hard for someone my size.
A little bit. At least
But
not on pink.
that would make a lot of the things I've done more hilarious than anything else. I was curious. I am somewhat able to see magic. I noticed that one in the back.
Oh yeah. Interested, are you? It's something an elf pawned off to me a century or two back. He needed to settle some debts, and that was the best that he had, so.
May I see it?
Sure, just mind your fingers. It's a little sharp. He kind of laughs to himself as he brings it down.
He'll carefully sort of over.
It's very lovely. It's got kind of this dark burnished irony color to the sheath and everything. It's inlaid with some more of an earthy tone. It doesn't have an overt leaf motif or anything like that, but it does have just this kind of earthy feel to it overall. All of the metallic bits have been burnished and well cared for, but they're also a bit more matte than glossy or even shiny at all. So they're not going to necessarily call attention to anything. And it's whenever you do take it out, it's got a pretty pointed, just sort of smooth, almost like little horns on the side, for the handguard. And the sword itself has a very slight arc to it, almost like a katana, but it's each of the arcs, as opposed to being smooth, it has a small point as it kind of does that curve. It's very, very slight. It's not like a scimitar or anything like that. I'm basing it off of what it looks like.
Yeah.
You don't have the Viking helmet looking pommel, because I say fuck that. But it kind of looks like it's source material. I'm not very good at weapon design, so we're just gonna use that.
I get it.
But yeah, so it looks pretty much like that. It's got sort of that choppy, serrated looking edge to the decoration on the blunt end, or the blunt opposite edge that's not going to be cutting. I don't know what that's called.
The spine.
Thank you. Just one of you might know.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
fine.
it's got that blunt kind of serrated look to the design along the spine, but the actual cutting edge is just a clean, sharpened, very, very sharpened edge. And the guy, to sort of demonstrate, he sort of turns it up and motions you to make sure that you keep your hand clear. And he takes a couple of he plucks a couple of hairs out of his own head, and then tosses them in the air, and a full centimeter from the actual blade, they just kind of fall in half.
So before they even get to the sword, they just
Exactly. I've taken the sort of sharpness thing a little. It's gonna be a little extra because, well, that's my aesthetic.
well, yeah. I appreciate that.
I mean, yeah. Look, if the fucking thing's called Sword of Sharpness, it needs to be fucking sharp.
Yeah.
And I imagine that a sword that, without you knowing, can like give you pretty deep lacerations before you even touch the blade, kind of fits that bill. So yeah, but yeah, it's roughly like I think I said longsword kind of format. So you should be able to wield it one-handed. It's not going to have the versatile feature that like a greatsword would have because it is a longsword. But it is a magic sword. So yeah, it's got some other stuff. It itself doesn't have like a +1 or +2 or anything like that. It has a bunch of other shit that it does. So that's something that you can consider. But if you want something to die and not quite nicely, it's a good gift. Thank you, fucking dice. So, what do you think?
This will certainly do me some good.
So he gave it to me to pay off about 12 grand worth of debts that he had accrued, because let me tell you, this boy loved the cards, but they hated him. So, however, I've had this now for the better part of a century, and no one's really been super interested to see it go. So I can knock it down to, I could probably let go of it for, I'd say 8,000. Paige, your face was perfect and priceless.
I'm sorry.
Is that bee just steal a noodle?
That bee just steal a noodle? That's amazing.
Okay.
That's like my entire inventory of gold and platinum just for that fucking sword.
I mean, it is a very rare, so it's going to be a
fair.
little easier. But yeah, if you'd like to, you can roll me persuasion and see if you can kind of haggle him down from there. But that's his starting bid is 8,000.
Okay.
I don't know how to haggle. I don't know why I introduced it as a mechanic in this game. Because clearly I'm a masochist, as we're all aware.
I do still have some dragon teeth and some samples of dragon blood. Might be able to sweeten, offer some of those to additionally sweeten the deal. But I will roll persuasion. Okay, that is 21.
Alrighty. What'd you roll, good sir? Fucking Christ. Apparently you're just me. Anyway. I got a 4. Okay, what do you offer up? Are you offering up like a much smaller gold amount and then something else in return? What you got?
I would like to talk him down to 5,000 gold.
Okay.
And the 3 vials of dragon's blood and the remainder of the dragon scales that I took, aside from the 1 shadow dragon scale. So
okay.
I keep it that it's sort of a memento.
This guy's I'm just taking this from the fact that I rolled a 4 for his like contesting thing. This guy's eyes light up when you bring out actual dragon shit. Oh. Oh. All right, so you know what you're doing. You've already done a little something with the slashies. Okay. You know what? Sure. I will take this gladly, because let me tell you what, I can make some great stuff with this. Oh, and the people in this town will pay good, because I don't get to do that often, and we don't see dragons down here. All right. Got yourself a deal. There you go. And he like scoops all the stuff that you've offered like across to his side of the table and resheathes and then gives you the sword. Do you have identify?
I do not.
Okay.
However, I believe other members of my party may.
Yeah. Well, if you don't have identify, as long as you keep it on you while you guys are either like when it comes to attunement shit, if you got like, I know it's a short rest, but like I can also definitely do like attunement stuff like while y'all are traveling, because you don't really have a whole lot else to do besides like sit there and focus on something if you so choose. I think I've done it this way before. But yeah, like a traveling montage, if there were something you wanted to attune to, you definitely could do it. And I know it's a little funky to do for uh D&D Beyond, but as opposed to having 3 attunement items, you can have attunement items up to your proficiency, because y'all are some badass motherfuckers and you need good shit.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned the proficiency, the attunement proficiency thing before, but I'm just reiterating it to make sure that y'all aren't limited to just 3. So yeah, I know I've said it before, but it's been months since the last time we had to bring it up, so I'm proposing it again now. But yeah, so devotion. If you'd like to make some notes, and for those of us at home watching, for a sword of sharpness, when you attack an object with this magic sword and hit, maximize your weapon damage dice against the target. Yeah. So if you decide to attack anything else that's not a creature, basically, if you smack this thing with a door, you're going to do max dice just automatically. When you attack a creature with this weapon and roll a 20 on the attack roll, that target takes an extra 14 slashing damage. Then you roll another d20. If you roll a 20 again, you lop off one of the target's limbs, with the effect of such loss determined by the DM. If the creature has no limbs to sever, you lop off a portion of the body instead. In addition, you can speak the sword's command word and cause the blade to shed bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. And speaking the command word again or sheathing the sword puts out the light. He would have told you when you took it, this thing's command word is just the word light in Elven. And even if you don't speak Elven, okay. Even if you don't speak it, you can always speak the command word.
Yeah.
You know, just like pretty much any of us, even if we don't actually speak Spanish, we can say hola.
Oh yeah. He told me. Yeah. Funnily enough, no, I don't speak Elven. I speak Undercommon. That's right.
Yeah, but you know the command word, which is just the word light in Elvish. You can speak it. It's something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't actually know Elvish. So yeah.
I'll think of something. Or we'll just go straight out of Harry Potter and just call it Lumos.
Yeah. Lumos. There we go. Okay. So devotion. Once you get back with your sword, and head back over toward the party. I think everybody else has assembled. I know that wow, Zinc and Flortma got some the pastries and other stuff and the stuff from the apothecary before they came back. Sierra had plotted out the route, and it should be smooth sailing for you guys along the way. Did anybody else want to do something before y'all leave this city? All right.
Just out of curiosity, have I been here before?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Yeah, it's been a little while. Probably like, I don't know, maybe not quite 10 years, but more than like 5 or so. But you have been here before. I think the last time you were here, you maybe were dealing with like a minor political figure to make sure that they wouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
You killed a senator.
Technically, it wasn't like, I mean, he hadn't yet been like crowned a prospector, so you know.
Okay. And as usual, I'm disguised.
Oh, of course. But yeah. So once you guys all sort of reassemble back over at the cart, Manny's just been reading his paper. You know, it's got like a lot of the general sort of comings and goings, kind of specific to this area. but you can see a little bit of the front, like, Queen Store going well. And like there's a smaller subheading for like Moonstone. It's just like Moonstone Open. So one of those kind of sensationalist.
Just hear Tim Allen noise in the background.
But yeah. Did you? So yeah. So you guys reconvene. Sierra, you mentioned that you were going to be kind of upfront with Manny for at least like the first day or so.
Yes.
So you've got like a pretty good thing. Like I said, you plotted the course pretty well. You have a good idea of where you're going. Even if Manny hasn't really been toward this area before. So you guys shouldn't run into any issues as far as like geographical stuff. And since we're a little bit closer and since y'all kind of collectively have a pretty good ability to be like, is there going to be any shitty weather coming for one reason or another? Because we're not quite at the coast, but we're like close-ish enough that I feel like even Sarah could be like, oh no, these are good clouds. These aren't going to turn into evil clouds later.
Sorry, Leo has me distracted.
Yeah, like me and
baby.
There's God himself,
Look
just
at his
perched on his throne.
Does he have his little bow tie collar on? He does. Oh, look at the boy.
Such a handsome man.
Such a handsome man.
Y'all literally miss him sneezing in my face twice.
I think I saw the first time because I saw
Yeah.
your reaction. If we missed it, Stream picked it up.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, Icarus, I wanted to make a note for you specifically. He is not binding it. He's attuning to it, but he is not binding it.
Oh, he's not soul binding it.
Yeah, he's not pacting it.
Yeah, no, so this is something that you would have to physically yourself draw and put away and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like if you don't do that, or if somebody like takes it and fucking yeets it into a river, you'd have to go retrieve it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to for reasons you might be able to discern, he is not because also I don't think this is how this would work, but because I think that would just be excessively overpowered. But if he were to pact weapon it and then it would go away, it wouldn't then combine with the existing Fenrir's sword.
No.
Yeah, because that is fire.
No, it's definitely a one or the other.
Yeah, he can summon. You can summon different magical weapons. Once you pack weapons, you can summon individual magical weapons. The reason that Fenrir's Blackfang is technically like a flame tongue longsword is because I used that to as the base to make the upgraded version for my sheet. But like, it's not actually a,
Yeah. You have a choice of like whatever you want to do with this one. And like I mentioned, this one's not going to have some of the other bonuses that you might have with your pack weapon because it doesn't have like an actual like plus something to its attack and damage beyond like what you have from your proficiencies.
Yeah, looking at the differences between a packed and a non-packed weapon, packed and hexblade a weapon, it is like the packed weapon has like a plus, basically has a +2 over +2 both to damage and to hit with this, but he has his reasons. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that with you.
Yeah, no, totally fair. Lord have mercy. Why are you being like this, man? So, word. Sorry, words are a whole thing. So yeah. So if you want to choose between the two, you definitely can. With your bonded weapon, if you ever wanted to drop that and draw the other, you can literally drop and then draw because your soul bonded weapon will or your packed weapon will reappear later. But if you were to say drop the sword of sharpness on the ground, you need to make sure to pick it up before you leave the area.
Yeah.
That's kind of the key difference here.
Also, if I were to drop it on the ground, I imagine it'd be like when for those One Piece fans, when Zoro threw the this like cursed sword in the air, it flipped around and it landed blade first into the floor and like went like the blade went like almost the entire way through a wooden floor with barely any weight. It's like just sinks into whatever he sticks it into. I dropped it on the wooden floor. It's now stuck in the wooden floor. Yeah. It's a
But yeah. So you guys all reconvene with your many boxes of pastries. Flortma, quick question. Do you hand everybody like at least a single potion? Can't hear you. You're muted.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Does everybody get like a single like standard, or do you give like a greater to like certain people and not others? Like for example, like Drax or Darren, who tend to fight like closer to the front lines, kind of thing. Or Sutha.
We can give. Yes, we can get 3 greater healing to
Okay.
hand.
Okay, so Drax, Sutha, and Darren or Devotion gets the third one.
Wait.
What?
The greater you said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, does Drax or Devotion get the third one? Or sorry, does Devotion or Darren get the third greater healing potion?
I think Darren, because Devotion's a paladin, can heal himself.
Fair enough. All right, cool. Darren, add a
Just
greater
because
healing.
I have no magic does not mean you get to judge me.
No, it means you need something because you don't have the magic healing. You get the special bubbly bullshit.
Squishy, I know.
All bad.
And that leaves. Wait.
Yeah, and that means that Zinc, Isla, if you'd like to, Devotion and Sierra can all have a single normal healing potion, and then you can have the rest.
They can have 2.
Oh, okay.
So that will remove 8.
Yeah.
So
So I'll let.
2 regular healing potions?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And we'll let Isla know when she gets back that she also has 2 regular healing potions.
I have 4 potions now, bitches.
I have 7
Fuck you.
for some reason.
I mean, I'm a tank. I'm kind of like a pool of HP as well as Sutha, so if needs be, I can always just someone else.
Sorry, one more time, Drax? I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm a pool of HP, so like if needs be, I can always give it to someone else.
Okay, fair.
My ADD brain just shut down completely. I know you said it like twice already. We all got an additional 7,000 gold, right?
Yeah.
What did I put that in? I did not.
Honey.
I just looked at that.
I didn't either. So like, if no one had reminded, if they had reminded me, like I wouldn't have been able to pull off that bullshit because I wouldn't have 5,000 gold. I need to take away that money too. Money. 9,000.
Were we ever given platinum? Were we ever given platinum?
Yeah, we're gonna platinum.
I still have the 100 platinum on me.
Yeah, we were given 100
You guys
platinum.
have gotten platinum on occasion. Also, if you ever want to, I mean, if I ever tell you that you receive an amount in gold, you can just convert it to platinum. Because 10 gold is worth 1 platinum. So if you got 7,000 gold, you got 700 platinum, and you have it there. It can sometimes just be a little easier to deal with. It depends, though.
I just apparently I don't spend any money ever.
No, you don't. You really fucking don't. You know how I know that? Because I'm the DM.
Yeah, it's funnily enough, Darren and Devotion are two of the most frugal people because they don't go out and buy stuff. But when Devotion goes to buy stuff, he goes and buys stuff. Like one big thing, and then he's like, I'm good.
Why you haggle?
I know I haggle.
Look over and be like, I could buy a car.
I could buy a fucking house.
Okay, carry on.
Also, I think I told my friend, one of my friends, about like all the stuff that I've like haggled to get, like the staff and everything like that. He's just like, okay, part of me is like, oh, okay, that's just really good for roles and like haggling and stuff. But are you also building up a personal monopoly so that when your character retires from adventuring, he can just sell all his fancy magic shit and buy a new house? Just like,
dude, that's early retirement.
Yeah. I could retire off the staff alone if I take it to like if I take that staff to the Mages College in Amethyst Halls, I could retire.
You could.
I could.
Technically.
Not gonna, but I could. What is retirement to a paladin? Death, pretty much. It's either death or being an oathbreaker. And just like, you know what? That's not really worth it. But I want to be done. No.
No. Why not? The sun is a deadly laser.
The sun is a deadly laser. Yes.
Not anymore, there's a blanket.
I'm too very strong drinks in it, I don't care. Anyway. So you guys reconvene. Devotion is looking over his new sword. Flortma and Zink have brought everybody the pastries that they have acquired. Flortma passes out his the health potions that he has also acquired. So everybody has a little bit of something. Sorry, Isla, by the way, Isla, you have 2 regular strength, like just standard health potions in your inventory now. You have been granted such. Yeah. Yay. Also, your hair looks hella cute. I meant to say that earlier.
Thank you. It's a little shorter than I intended it to be, but it's cute.
It's cool. It's cool. It's good. It's good. Okay, so y'all reconvene near the gates heading out. Sierra climbs up into the driver's sort of seat thing with Manny because she's helping to kind of direct everything. I know Flortma has his own special summoned steed that he'll be riding, as does Devotion. Darren, are you gonna ride one of the spare horses or sit in the carriage? Because I remember you rode spare horses last time.
Yeah, I'll ride.
Okay. So you're gonna ride spare horse. Is everyone else going into the carriage?
Yep.
And I've got my perception going like
Whoa.
We'll ride a horse as often as they're able, but also, you know.
Pony?
Oh, whatever.
Pony?
Don't touch me.
Can't touch this.
Yeah, but I don't think we got a pony for pulling the horse though, right?
No. How comfortable are you with actually riding a horse, considering that you're about the size of a small child?
I muted myself, so let me just give you the sass again. My animal handling is +7. So I feel like I'd be pretty good.
I think
That's all well and good.
I think we should get him a little miniature horse.
I
I
mean,
have one back in
They use for
Amethyst Hall.
service animals.
to be fair, Zing, you can have a great animal handling score, but if your fucking feet can't reach the stirrups, you can't do much.
I have
Well, that's the Virginia
prestidigitation,
now.
so
That's an illusion.
yeah, but it can make a sound or a smell.
And that's not going to help you reach the stirrups.
Maybe a small dog for him to ride.
Bob would prefer to ride a full-size horse.
Oh, well, can Bob reach the stirrups too?
Your mother can.
You know what? I don't actually know if she can.
I
She's
think
only 5 feet tall.
we're all forgetting Zink is at least 4 foot now.
Yeah.
That's not that short.
It's up to you. I think can go either way, but I think I rode a horse way back when, before we even like met Ilo's mother.
Yeah, he's ridden horses before.
It's canon that but I also he does own a horse. It's just at Amethyst Halls right now. So
You know what? Since that's actually like your horse, Manny brought it along. We're just gonna solve this problem right now.
yay!
Your horse is here, or your
Majestic.
tall pony is here.
Hold on, let me find his name.
Gary.
How sizest of you? Thank you.
No, it's Gary, but Gerry instead of Gary.
Our loyal fans will know that his name is actually Shimmer.
That's right, Shimmer.
Yeah.
How could I have forgotten Shimmer?
There's only one Gary, and also one ex named Gary. There's too many Garys already.
Look, that in itself is amazing to me. Do you know how many exes I have named Nick?
Too many?
Too many.
I have an ex
At
named
least-
Brian, so.
At least 4. Fucking Christ, at least 4.
Oof.
It wasn't even on purpose. It just happened.
No more Nicks for you.
I mean, no, because no, I've got a person.
As long as you perceive them.
Mm-hmm.
My baby boy.
Anyway, I'm very gay. I'm so excited that at least my father is okay, like totally on board with like providing me help to move down there in September. Anyway, so so you guys assemble onto your various horses. Drax, Isla, Sutha, and Devotion are in the carriage, as far as I'm aware. Sutha might be hanging out on like the back end of the carriage, like she was kind of last time, so she doesn't feel quite as boxed in. But it's like she's riding on the vehicle as opposed to a horse, kind of thing. So y'all are doing that. Everything's going pretty well. You all kind of assemble. Zink passes out the many pastries that he has on hand. And let me tell you what, they are fucking delicious. These are some good pastries. Somebody put a lot.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the party has put on at least a couple pounds because of Zink's pastry shenanigans.
No, y'all train and like move around enough that no, you fucking didn't.
Like, we should like they should be doing more to us, but because doing stuff.
Zink will sort of like portion it out as the trip goes, though. So like we'll only open one box at a time, so they stay fresh.
Honestly, that's a good way to go about it. Fully support. Hell yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yes.
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 So yeah, sorry. So you guys are so you guys are heading out and getting started on everything. Fucking great. Sierra.
Yes.
Since you were helping to plot the course and everything like that, and you had relayed that to Manny, and you're kind of helping him go about everything. I think go ahead and roll me survival again with advantage just to see how this first day kind of goes.
All right.
And if you do well enough, it means that you can kind of maybe get a little further than you had planned for the first day. Otherwise, you do have advantage. Did you roll a 20?
I rolled another natural 19.
Fuck yes.
So 26 again.
Fuck yeah. Good shit. So yeah, I think you guys do a little bit better than you had planned to. Like maybe you got an extra like just because of morale and like keeping moving, and like the horses were just like, yeah, let's fucking go. You guys got a couple of extra hours through, so it's not going to take you so far you're about half a day ahead of schedule, I'm gonna say.
That's some good shit.
That's some good shit. So yeah, and you guys were able to find a pretty nice place to kind of make camp for the night. It's got like a nice almost like natural kind of there's like a little bit of a hill that's got kind of like a thing jutting out over it, so it kind of makes almost like a natural little like lean-to shape, which just means that it's much easier and much more like weather hardy to pitch your tent under there, even though the weather's still doing pretty damn good. So yeah, so y'all have no problems at all making camp that night. Nothing like sneaks up and makes a big old ruckus or fuss while y'all are getting set up, so everything like that. How do y'all want to do the watch schedules for the first night?
Sierra will take third watch.
Okay. All right.
Is anyone first? Or sorry, Bob.
I'll take first and third.
Aww. Cute. But yeah, no, totally. So we've got a couple people, so we've got 2 people on third for sure, so we just need 1 more person for first and 2 people for second. All right, Devotion and Darren do first, so now we just need the 2 people for second. I'm guessing Flirtma, because of, trancing and stuff like that. Who else wants to take second watch?
You're on your own, Flirtma.
You're on your own.
own.
That's okay. You're good enough. You don't need anybody else. You don't need anybody else.
He's literally a god walking this earth. He's fine.
I mean, maybe.
He keeps denying it. I'm pretty damn sure he's Anubis in mortal form.
He could be. I legitimately don't know.
It means he just talks to himself when he communes. It's just like talking into a mirror every night. How was your day? My day was very well. Good to hear. My day was very well too.
Honestly, I don't know why that's such a cute mental image for some reason.
Anubis hyping himself up every morning.
You've got this. You deserve this.
He's afraid of water. He's actually Bastet.
Oh no!
No, Florma is just Bastet and Anubis in a trench coat. 2 gods in a trench coat.
It's not so much that he communes with his god as much as somebody.
Hello, would you like tea?
No thanks, I already took mine later. Or earlier.
It's kind of like how pagans deal with their gods now. It's like, hello, God, would you like a cup of tea? Would you like some beer? Okay, would you like apple? I give you apple.
Yeah. No, my former coven leader, she's like, sometimes the best thing you can do is just take the icing packet of your toaster strudel, draw a sigil on it, say grace, and eat it.
Look. Yes. Also, fucking toaster strudels. Oh my god. I could eat a box of those right now.
Oh my gosh. We've derailed so much tonight.
Anyway. Sorry, thinking. So, for the first watch, I've got Darren and Devotion. If you guys both want to roll me a quick perception roll just to see how it goes, do so, please. Let's
Wait, who's on first watch with me?
Zink, you didn't have a watch.
I thought I said first watch.
I know Devotion said first and Darren said first.
Oh, I'll do second watch with Fortman then.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. I was just like, I only had the two, I thought.
Or
Okay.
I might have been muted.
Yeah,
I got a 15. What did you get, Darren?
So this is where it gets funny. Natural 1.
Really?
But with
Oh.
reliable talent, 22. Fucking love reliable talent.
Wait. How?
Reliable talent.
Rogues are bullshit. That's how.
Under the number, anything under a 10 roll counts as a 10 plus your modifier. So my natural 1 becomes a 22.
Yeah, for specific skills that you have put that into. Not for all skills, as we saw last time. Not for all skills, just those specific ones.
I just have to have proficiency in it.
Exactly. Which for rogues is still like a lot of the list.
Now just imagine if Darren started taking levels in Bard.
Yeah, jack of all trades. Have proficiency.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
because Sarah might
The
feel
day Darren takes a level into Bard, Sierra gets pregnant just looking at him. That's how much power he will have.
That's a good idea. What, 3 levels that I need to get jack of all trades and get at least half proficiency?
Just smiles to Sierra. Boom, pregnant.
So with half proficiency, does that make it half reliable talent?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. There's a really funny internal joke that I've got going on that I'm not going to repeat on the air. Anyway. So, so yes. So between the two of you, you're able to keep watch pretty well. Nothing ends up going down for this for y'all's watch section. Everything is pretty chill. Do you have anything that you want to discuss before we move on to the next one?
Darren's pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Devotion is staring at his new sword in quiet contemplation. Contemplation is murder.
The contemplation is murder.
Another dice and it gave me another natural 1. This is bullshit.
Damn.
This is bullshit. That one gave me a natural 20.
Feast or famine with you, I swear to God.
That's Darren.
Right, that's Darren with Leafy. It's always Thirsty Feast.
Yep. Ravenous feast with Leafy.
She rolled so well.
And Calypso only rolls badly when it's something she does. She wants to do something that is technically evil or mean spirited. Whenever she tries to piss off her god by what's the term that those of us in certain communities will understand? Malicious compliance. When she tries to malicious compliance her god, it always bites her in the ass.
To be fair, I'm always a little bit around. Anyway.
Yeah. Other than that, no, he's got nothing.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
Darren is just keeping an eye out and
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So yeah, y'all's watch passes pretty much without incident. Nothing's going on. Nothing's really unusual. You've got a pretty good open area of land to kind of surveil as you're reclining and like sitting in your positions. So after a little bit, y'all end up heading to bed, and Flortman and Zinc come out to do their shift on everything. So if y'all would like to, go ahead and roll me your perception checks.
Rolling perception. Oh, why do you hate me? 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Florma, you're muted, but what did you get?
I'm sorry, what was I rolling? Perception?
Perception.
23.
Fuck, all right.
Fortman rolled a better perception than David. Oh my God. He didn't have to use reliable bullshit.
Y'all know my roles.
The dice are friendly to me today.
Alrighty, so yeah, sorry. So yeah, so you guys are keeping a lookout, keeping a watch on everything, and pretty well. No issues, no anything going on like that. You guys don't see anything. You guys don't detect anything unusual. It looks like it's a pretty good chill night, which is great. Do y'all have anything that you want to discuss during the course of your watch?
I think is uncharacteristically going to be quiet. So unless Florma wants to talk, he'll just have Gary. I'll be petting him. I'll be looking around, listening, admiring the stars.
Aww.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You okay?
Huh?
You okay?
Oh, well, Bob was very sassy today, so, Zinc's got to counter that energy somehow.
And Bob is on Flortma's last nerve.
I don't know why.
Because he makes his cape billow as dramatically as fucking Darth Vader in space. Anyway.
Yep.
That's definitely a Flortma thing.
Vader, we're in space. You're in a fucking vacuum. Why are you making your cape billow? You're using the Force, you dramatic fuck.
You know what? I never talked before. And now it did.
I know we've joked about it, but I've done a little bit of looking. There is actually a cape that is enchanted to do so.
Cape of billowing.
Amazing.
I must buy it.
I can't remember if it was actually homebrew or not, but it's in some.
It's from Xanathar's.
Yeah.
It has no other purpose. There's no other enchantment on it. It's just the cloak of billowing.
Yes, it is strictly. It is a thing made for Flortma.
Wanted to buy smoldering armor just for the look.
Just for the aesthetic.
Didn't want to have to do this, but here comes the smolder.
This is kind of an off day for me. It doesn't usually go like this.
This isn't my day, is it?
That's why that's just Darren's mood. This is kind of an off day for me. This doesn't usually happen.
Exactly. They just can't get my nose right.
That's funny, because didn't you say Darren has the appearance of a broken nose?
He does.
He can never get his nose
previously been broken, yeah.
They just can't get my nose right.
Oh, now they're just being mean.
Secretly, Eugene Fitzherbert.
Oh my god, are Darren and Sierra Eugene and Rapunzel? She's got magic hair that glows when she sings! I'm adding that as flair. Whenever she used Siren's song, her hair glows.
Do it.
Fight me.
Fucking do it. Okay, sorry. So, in that case, unless y'all have any, sorry, y'all said that you don't really have anything you want to discuss, which is fine. So y'all's watch passes in pretty much just typical night stuff. No unusual things, no unusual anything. Honestly, I think the most startling thing is that at like one point you looked over and there was a fucking raccoon just like chilling near the caravan.
Does the raccoon have a metal arm?
No. And he can't talk either.
Damn.
So yeah, for third watch we have Darren and Sierra. Y'all go ahead and roll me your perception checks real quick.
It's gonna go great. Why do you hate me?
Okay.
It's only a 14.
Okay, I mean that's not bad.
Yeah, but it's not good for her. She's supposed to be perceptive as shit.
I made up for my natural one. That's a 29.
Hey. Good stuff. So yeah, you guys don't like see anything in your respective directions. Nothing else seems to be kind of going on. The raccoon doesn't even sort of come back to like kind of go through some of the other shit. Do you have anything that you want to discuss during watch before we move on?
I think Darren's, I mean, obviously they're just going to be like sitting by the fire.
Mm-hmm.
I think Darren is still pretty quiet.
Mm.
That's fair.
Oh.
Oh no, go ahead.
Did you find the discussion on where we're supposed to go next tense at all?
In this group, when isn't it?
I mean, Devotion desperately wants to find his wife, I understand that, and Drax desperately wants to find this regalia of Thor, I understand that too. But Isla just wants to visit her home again. She wants to find out what her lineage is, and it, I don't know, just me personally, it felt like the wants and needs of the two of them kind of overshadowed her.
It's been a while since we've taken our own direction.
It's fair. I guess I'm not one to talk. I really have no direction to go towards anymore.
That's not true. You simply put your own hopes on standby, which you need to stop doing.
Is it really a hope when what I was originally seeking is this all-powerful gem that could possibly cause more harm than good to this continent?
Doesn't that just make it more important for it to be found by someone who would not abuse its power?
Not sure if I'm exactly qualified to find it. Aya seemed more qualified. She knew more about it. I just believed it was an old wives' tale, and I wanted to prove my stepfather wrong.
I believe there is a deity in your corner who believes otherwise. Wouldn't have chosen you if she didn't think you were capable of handling your goals.
I still don't understand why she chose me. I'm still new to all this, and I rarely hear from her.
Well, perhaps as we travel, you will figure it out.
Maybe it
I've come to
sounds...
learn that most things aren't discovered right off the bat. It takes time.
Not really sure if time is of the essence for us anymore. That makes sense.
Well, the more we travel, the more we'll learn, the more we'll figure out what it is that's wanted of us. More particularly of you.
The only thing I do know that's wanted of me right now is that debt I have to pay back at Agate.
Whirly man.
He's a weird fellow, that's for sure. I'm surprised he hasn't tried to reach out to me. He probably thinks I'm dead.
And that's life on the road.
It's fair.
So, I'm sure we'll all find time to take care of each other's hopes and dreams, and eventually you'll remember that you matter too.
Same goes for you.
My only goal from the beginning has been to keep myself alive. So far, we've succeeded.
Continue to keep yourself alive.
Working on it.
Because I swear, if you die and I have to bring you back, I am slapping you once you re-awake.
Wouldn't that just knock me back out?
You'll be fine.
He definitely has that look of, will I?
She has that look of, don't test me, I can try to test that theory right now.
How are you feeling after everything at home?
At least I know my family's taken care of.
That's good.
I wanted to make sure that was done just in case worst case scenario did happen on this mission.
I understand the fear. Still, if something happened to you, your mother would kill me.
I think my entire family would kill you.
Yes. Yes, I'd have a whole nother reason to go into hiding.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of something else to say.
Yeah, at this point, I think.
At this point, the conversation kind of dies off.
Okay.
It's like that general like banter and shit.
Oh yeah. I think just before you guys are packing up to maybe get the others kind of woken up for breakfast and then heading out, just before the sun actually rises, the night is like that sort of like even darker dark than it has been so far kind of thing, if you know what I'm talking about. Where like, you know, like right before the sun rises, it seems like everything's just a little bit darker, a little bit more like closed in almost from the night. When that happens, I think Darren first notices, and then we'll point it out to Sierra, that on the horizon line toward where you guys are heading, toward Mount Glass, which you can kind of vaguely see outlined against the that horizon line because it's part of the Azures, but it's like one of the leading edges of it. You guys can see this brilliant blue and white. It's almost like an aurora, but it's not quite like an aurora because it's too irregular. It's too jagged. It's too close to it almost looks like lightning strikes, but it takes too long to like appear and fade to be true lightning. It's almost like lightning if you severely slowed it down and made it kind of shimmery, which doesn't fucking happen anywhere. Yeah, but you can kind of see that around one of the mountains that you Sierra can kind of be like, that's pretty sure that's Mount Glass. That's where we're fucking going.
Here's my oh so wonderful +1 to intelligence to try and figure out what the fuck that is, like that's causing that effect.
Roll for me.
Can I just make an intelligence roll too to figure out what the fuck is going on?
Sure.
That's a straight roll for me. 13. Did you get a nat 20?
No, I got a 15. I rolled a 14.
Hey, I got a 13. I know just as much as you do, probably.
That's a really pretty
That's really pretty mountaintop.
So y'all know that this isn't something that's naturally occurring, especially Darren, because like this is a place where he like grew up. Basically, this is not something that's naturally occurring. You're fairly certain it's related to what y'all are going there for, but honestly, you have not a fucking clue. It's some kind of magic bullshit. Woo.
Well, at least we know we're sort of heading in the right direction, I guess.
Given that I am from this region, would I have any?
You're asleep.
You're asleep.
I am asleep. Oh, this is on watch. I think we're.
Yeah, this is during watch. You're asleep. This is before they get everybody else up. So like even Drax doesn't get to see this part.
How close is this to where I'm from?
You didn't grow up like right next to Mount Glass or anything like that. You grew up close-ish because you remember seeing at least like one volcano kind of in the distance. But you kind of are, you specifically, Darren, are starting to recognize this part of the Ozers. So you know that you're getting close-ish. But even in all of your years, and there's quite a few of them, you've not seen anything like this. Like very occasionally, especially if there's been like a highly magnetic kind of like storm season, if for lack of a better word, you've never seen it do anything like this.
Roundabouts. Do you really like how many days travel from like where we are?
From where you are, you're guessing, like judging from like how long it's taken you to get to Twin Cities before, and like the vague like the outline of the skyline for lack of a better word, because normally skyline like applies to cities, but the skyline silhouette that you've got here, you figure you're probably about 3 days from the vague region that you would have called home. It might take you a little bit to kind of get back. Huh?
Because I'm not like from a city.
No, y'all didn't really have like a hard and fast city. It was more like there was kind of a specific mountain that y'all had all of your tunnels and community sort of built within. Yeah, it's not like on the exact edge of the Ozers because that would be too obvious, but it's not super deep in because y'all did have to move through the kingdom pretty easily. So it's not one that has like an actual city nearby, but it's also not one that's actually like right on Mount Glass, because Mount Glass, especially out of the two of them, is the most active. Which is why like not many actual people are near there. Mount Obsidian has more because it's closer to the actual city and can like be populated more safely, and still have like active lava pools that you can mess with. But Mount Glass is very active. Like, it's a problem. But yeah, so you're roughly 3 days ish from like getting to your mountain home entrance, for lack of a better word.
Then as we're getting like passing that general, his paranoia is going to be up, and he's going to be doing everything he can to hide the shit out of that.
Okay. Poor boy. This poor boy. Okay. Cool. So yeah, it doesn't last very long. I think it lasts maybe like 5 minutes at most. I don't even know if it would last long enough for you to like go in and like get get Drax to like stumble out of bed and look up and see it. Like I don't think it lasts that long.
You are welcome to try.
Wise. Wait, I'm welcome. What role would I have to make?
To wake him up, I think honestly, it at this point, I think it would be just a dexterity roll to see if you could get in there and get him up and out fast enough.
19.
Well, shit. Okay. Roll on in there.
How many days, by the way, has it been since the wedding?
2. Well, sorry. I think 3, maybe 4, technically.
I'm just keeping track.
Okay.
For my dog.
So yeah, Sierra, you are rolling fast enough that like you can potentially get him out of there. How do you wake him up? Like, are you just like dragging his ass out of the thing before?
With my -1 strength, yes, I'm gonna try to drag his large ass and say, "Hey, lightning bolts in the sky. You should take a look."
Okay, Drax, roll me a d20. If you get 10 or above, you can actually wake up and stumble out once you realize you're being dragged.
Man's out cold.
She's just gonna be like, "You are so fucking useless," and go back to her watch.
I feel.
Are we under like trees or something?
You're under like a small overhang, but the area is generally kind of clear-ish.
And he's no longer in his tent. He's just dead asleep in the middle of the camp.
However, I just want to point it out. The likelihood of Drax and Anna being in the tent and cuddling, and then realizing that he's holding on to nothing, is gonna go. What?
Do I have time before he wakes up?
You roll me dexterity, Drax. I need you to roll me perception to see if you figure out what the fuck is happening.
Wait, what is Darren doing?
I don't know.
Just
but I'm
dexterity?
saying, yeah, just dexterity plus your proficiency, because I'm trying to see how quickly you can do something without being detected.
Ooh, plus
Yes,
my
that is sleight of hand.
Plus my proficiency?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's I guess a sleight of hand roll. What the fuck are you doing?
21. I would like to tie the crowbar to a rope and hang it using the tree branch that's above him just at the right level, so if he jumps up, he's gonna hit himself with the crowbar.
Sierra is gonna watch this and be like, "That's just fucking cruel."
I rolled a 23 on my perception.
Okay. So
Am I just like tying a rope around a crowbar when he wakes up?
I think so. I think he notices the crowbar and notices the thing like right before it disappears from the sky, so you don't get like a good look at it. But you notice the thing disappear from the sky. You notice Darren like tying a crowbar into place, and you're like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Morning. I slowly put the crowbar back in my bag of holding. Still attached to it.
Drax looks at you and just deadpan, like as deadpan as he could be. Just, you have 3 seconds before I chase your ass across this plane. 1.
I would like to go hide in the woods.
Drax will then look to Sierra.
She's not there anymore. She walked away after calling you useless. Yeah, she started to walk away, saw Darren with the crowbar, is just like, "That's fucking cruel," and continued walking away.
Should I roll stealth?
Sure.
We have advantage on that.
Drax, you roll perception to see if you can figure out where Darren is.
Meanwhile, Isla's just curled up asleep, like. Well, right next to her, an attempted murder is about to happen.
26.
Darren?
30.
Fuck! I rolled a natural 18 and I still lose! Fuck you!
That's how it goes when anyone tries to find Darren.
16 plus 14. That's 30.
Yep. Funnily enough.
Actually.
Okay.
Drax at that point is just. Someone's dying before we get to that mountain. And Drax will go back into his tent and, like, mumbling very frustratingly, just cuddle up by the eyes. Fucking just.
And like in her sleep, she rolls around,
Flop.
cuddles right into his chest.
Everybody do the flop.
Don't jump, you have so much to live for. Everybody do the flop.
So yeah, Drax, like I said, you get the last couple of seconds of the aurora. It definitely looks like some kind of like extremely slowed down like lightning strike almost, but it's like this hazy aurora type thing at the same time. It's definitely fucking weird. No doubt about that.
This is gonna be interesting. Can I roll a religion to see if it's anything to do with the big guy?
Sure.
Swear to God, forget that 20 of this. I'm done.
Get a nat 1.
Cocked. That's not bad. 18.
Cool. You let's see. You are able to kind of that it's definitely got something to do, but you don't have a hard and fast answer on like what yet. You're not sure if this is just a signal, if this means anything more, if this is supposed to be like a guiding beacon kind of thing or what, but it definitely has something to do with it.
Like, it's like, I don't know what that is, but I know it's his bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. And he kind of looks at it, still like half asleep, but just generally pissed that he was very rudely awakened. But he just kind of looks at squinting. Yep. That's probably him. I'll deal with it in the morning. Like, we all know that moment where you wake up before your alarm, and you're just like, nope, back to sleep.
Just fucking done.
Just, nope.
Alrighty. Sorry, thinking. Okay, cool. So I think you guys are gonna head out sort of in the morning. It's about 11:30, a little past. So let's take a quick break. We'll reconvene. I know I need to use the restroom. When we reconvene, you guys will be heading out the next morning. Sierra, this path is still probably going to be along the one that you have charted, so it should be pretty clear, but you don't necessarily have to stay up with Manny if you don't want to. So just as an FYI.
I'm a ride a horse. I'm a Merida this shit.
Anyway, but yeah, we shall be right back. If that's okay.
Break time!
I'm actually going to head out tonight since I have work early in the morning.
Okay.
So I need all the sleep that I can get.
Love you.
But I love you all.
Watch out for beetles. See you soon.
I'll see you guys later.
Bye. Yours. Bye.
Bye.
I have the ad break running. I'm gonna grab my camera bag because tomorrow's supposed to be fucking nice and I want to go take pictures, so I gotta make sure my batteries are charged.
I might be a little bit longer. I'm gonna quickly try and make myself some food.
No bother.
I require sustenance.
Yep.
We've all I posted the video in our chat, but we've all seen the stalking dog on TikTok, right?
Yes.
It ended up being like a video that ended up going online. It's a dog. It's like a Doberman who tiptoes over to his owner before pouncing on him, and the entire time the owner's like, "Please don't, please don't." Stop. Steven, I have coffee. I want the personality of my Onyx dog to just be that.
I thought you were gonna say, I just want art of Darren exuding that energy with the crowbar with Drax.
He already exudes that energy. Okay, it's just now I want a dog that does the same.
Like
I
just want to
and the dog.
I just want to see a still of Darren like midway tying through midway of tying the crowbar, just would look up. Oh, hi. And then it just pans to Drax's face.
Leo,
You
you're
have
so dumb.
Leo.
Jay has changed his mind from Bulldog, and now he's really interested in Shiba Inu, probably because he owns so much Dogecoin and Shiba. I'm trying to push him to get one.
Shiba Inus are really, really cute. I think their maintenance or their care can be kind of expensive, but they're really sweet dogs.
I've wanted one for so long.
I've always wanted a husky. I don't care about the shedding. I don't care about hi Booker. I wouldn't care about the shedding. I wouldn't care about constant walking. I just want a husky.
Huskies you do literally have to exercise with every day because they will eat your furniture.
They're very high energy. They're also assholes if you try to groom them. They are very
They're so sweet and cute and lovely, but also they're terrors.
Bridget, after the last job, just goes, yes.
They say that Shiba are a lot like cats in that they really like to be clean and will groom themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And they have less dander than other dogs. They just shed a lot.
Leo, there's a handsome man.
He's like, nope, I want to cuddle with mama.
Or you should just make your roommate get a Tibetan Mastiff and everyone in the world will fear you.
Scary dog energy!
They're so cuddly.
His brother has
Thank
two,
you,
oh God, I'm drunk. Cane Corso. And our landlord has a Cane Corso.
Corsos are beautiful. I love them.
They're so big and
they're huge, but they're so majestically beautiful. I love them. And also, they're so scary, but it'd be the nicest dog in the world and we all fucking know it. And we'd get it like a really big leather studded collar and its name would be like Bill.
They are so,
or Sheldon.
So dumb.
Sheldon
though.
Cooper?
Oh my God.
Or Leonard.
Leonard works.
My landlord's dog is 180 pounds and tries to get into my lap every time I see him.
Leo's got drool on his face.
Cutie.
Back when I was in middle school,
I want to poop the snoot.
when I was in middle school, I used to walk dogs with a friend of mine. And we would walk this one dog. His name was EN, which stood for empty nest. And he was a Rottweiler. And he was such a sweetheart. But whenever we went to walk him, he would drag us to the house next door because we had to take his girlfriend with us. Another Rottweiler. So we would walk through Stone Harbor, get ice cream, and then sit in a yard, and these giant Rottweilers would sit in our laps.
I love Rottweilers.
They're so sweet. Everyone's crossing the road trying to get away from them. We're like, honestly,
He just wants snuggles and he wants ice cream.
Staffies, pit bulls, Rottweilers. These are all the dogs that people fear. But I see them and I'm just like, I'm going to give you so much love, you're going to be sick of me.
Mm-hmm.
The
the least tolerant dog. With a study, the least tolerant dog out there is a Chihuahua. And pit bulls are like second most tolerant.
Chihuahuas are little demons.
They are hell spawn. I fucking hate them.
So the video I just sent you guys, her name is Nyla. And when I first got the Humane Society job, which by the way, I no longer work there anymore. If you guys didn't know, that's why you guys don't get pictures anymore. Because that was a very toxic place to work. But
was it that bitch? I will totally get her fired.
There were a couple more incidences with her. I had, long story short, we got a Chihuahua in, and he was malnourished. He was a stray. You could see his rib cage. You could see his tailbone. You could see every bone this dog had, and he was scared. And so at the Humane Society, there's a thing we do. If a dog is showing signs of aggression, we put a red tag on its kennel. And that means that you are not allowed to interact with that dog because safety reasons. The intakes person deemed this dog a red tag because he tried to bite them and forgot to put the red tag on the kennel. So I know it's a Chihuahua. I'm not scared of Chihuahuas. But they missed it, and I took this dog on a walk. Not only did I take this dog on a walk, but I had to carry it to bring it outside because he was terrified.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the dog for a walk, and then I got an email the next day. Did I already tell you guys the story?
I haven't heard it.
Oh, okay. I told a lot of people this story, so I'm just making sure I'm not repeating it. And I get an email the next day saying I'm going to be given a write-up because I walked a red tag. And I'm like, nope, didn't have a red tag on its kennel. I will not be getting that write-up. And they were like, oh, okay. We looked into it, and the intakes person actually forgot it. So never mind, it's not a big thing. And I'm like, it is a big thing, and we will be having a discussion tomorrow. So I went in the next day and I sat down, and not only did I give my 2 weeks notice that day, but I also told them I want the intakes person written up. And because granted, understand it's Chihuahua. I understand things are hectic there and people can miss things, but had that been a bigger dog, I could have been seriously injured.
Yeah.
And so they
were evil and they need to get fired.
Yeah. And then they when I gave my 2 weeks notice, my last day there, they asked me okay, we have a really large turnover rate and we want to understand why that is. And I'm like, let me tell you why that is. Because when you guys hired me, you told me when I got the job that while you euthanize animals, it is done as a last resort. And I understand that we offer that service to the public, and you see a lot of euthanasias come in from the public because their animals are super sick or things like that. That can't be helped. But when you have animals that we bring in and we bond with, and you just put them down because they don't like other dogs, when we don't have them interact with other dogs in the first place on a daily basis, no, you're lying to the people you're hiring. You euthanize on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, those situations can't be helped. And I'm like, it actually really can. We had the space. You could have kept them longer. You could send them to other homes, and you're not even trying. So no, this is a stressful work environment, and y'all just act like it ain't no big thing. And so I hated working there. And that dog's name is Nyla. She was brought in as a surrender because she wanted too much attention. If you notice, that dog is trying to hug me, which is funny because when I first got the Humane Society job, they had me sit down and like do like animal behavior stuff, and they specifically told me that people should not hug dogs because dogs don't like to be hugged.
No, they do.
Oh, I know they do. And Nyla was one of them. And Nyla is still at the Humane Society because she does not like other dogs. And so they treat her like, you know, she's going to get put down. So, and it just makes me sad.
I'm so sorry.
Fuck that place then.
I'm glad I'm out of there, but at the same time, I felt like I was one of the very few people who still had a soul. And I know that sounds really bad because I know after a while you just get used to the stuff, but I felt like me not getting used to it was a good thing.
I would agree.
So, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to bring down anybody.
No, you're
Hey,
good.
you're fine. You're fine.
I'm actively killing things in Diablo, so I'm channeling my rage for this asshole that you used to work with, accordingly. So, but I think it's probably good for your mental health that you're not, you know, dealing with that every day.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah, I went into a pretty big depression when I worked there, and it was a good fit for me, but it was not a good fit for me. So I told myself that once I get a house, I'm going to become a foster for the animals that are there so that they don't have to be there. So. Because honestly, they give you everything and it's really dumb.
Well.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring
No, you're good.
No, you're fine.
You're really not. You're really, trust me, we understand completely.
Fucking love you.
Everybody.
Love you. Mm-hmm. As Hannah would say, we love you, bitch. You got a great body, bitch. We fucking love the shit out of you, bitch.
Oh my god! When you said he got a great body, bitch, I'm going through my camera roll, my camera. I forgot I had a lot of my boudoir photos on here still.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, back in Valentine's Day, I gave myself an at-home photo shoot.
I just did that yesterday morning. It turned out really good. I can't send it to anyone because it's immensely inappropriate.
Bish, my DMs are open.
Also, you're beautiful, and we love you.
It's mostly just my ass. So
okay, y'all.
Does it look like I'm complaining? I'm messing with you, honey. You don't have to send them if you don't want. I understand not wanting to send photos like that.
Well, I mean, strangely enough, Jerome showed Paige my ass.
He did, because Sarah just wanted to show me the album she made. She wanted to show me just the tame photos. No, Jerome takes it from her and he's like, "Look at this," and just shows me ass. And I'm like,
sure he wanted.
And I'm literally like, huzzah, a man of quality. He had no shame showing me that photo. Then again, this is the man who said, "I am kidnapping you so you can hang out with Sarah."
Yeah, actually, he said he's gonna parasail you.
Yeah, he's gonna parasail me up the East Coast.
Yeah.
He's like, meet us in St. Louis.
He found the best route via the Mississippi River and then back up. Oh, he's insane.
Hey, I crave insanity. Ooh, girl! I definitely am. I am bisexual. Oh my god.
normal you say that and I answer like, did someone call for a bisexual?
Paige, your cheeks are as well as pink as your fucking hair.
Dat booty though.
Is Bridget
Sorry,
showing up her
you all will
boobs?
not be receiving that.
All right. Aside from ass, that is an awesome photo right there, hon. The lighting and everything is just perfect.
Ah,
you.
Bridget is showing the booty. Okay.
Girls only. Girls and
I
days
got that.
only.
I'm not requesting the booty.
I am.
Icarus, check
I just
hype
wasn't
chat later
in
and
the
you'll
room.
understand.
I just wasn't in the room, so I'm just like, what's going on? Ah.
It said forewarning.
I want to
Oh.
see.
Forewarning, my ass.
that lip bite though. That lip bite though.
Just don't look at it on your computer because we can still see your screen behind you.
That's why we use our phones.
Yes. Must protect.
Let's protect that ass.
Who
I
got
made
the
about
booty?
$1,000 on that picture.
You
Who got the
did?
booty? Who got
Yeah.
the booty?
Oh my god, way to go, girl!
Wait, I'm sorry. How much?
1,000.
I mean, I get it.
I am sure that it's worth it, but goddamn!
I made 2,000 on the front of that picture.
Don't doubt that for a second. Not
We
for a
stand
second.
making bank!
Also, we lost to Hannah.
Oh yeah,
Hannah-
she was sleepy.
She
Also,
was
she has
sleepy, she
work
has
tomorrow.
work. But, Bridget? We appreciate you, queen of the hustle.
I say,
Make
who
your
got the booty?
paper.
We do.
You do.
Feast upon the souls of thirsty men online and their bank accounts.
Sarah, really? Stop it.
The best gift responses to everything.
Honestly, though, Sarah has this innate, like, god tier ability to find the best gifts for any reaction whatsoever.
I wouldn't go that far. I just
She
scroll it
is
up.
literally the living embodiment of we have a gift for everything, supernatural.
Yep.
Alright, we've got like an hour left. We should probably get that to game.
Oof. Okay. So. Woo! Sorry. Just hype.
You're going
So,
robotic for me. I don't know if it's my headset or your mic.
My mic's the same. I'm still
Okay,
here.
now it's normal. I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe
good.
maybe it just was having a frequency issue. Too much
Possibly.
sensitivity.
So yeah, so y'all so after the strange aurora in the early morning right before dawn, dawn actually, breaks, and y'all are able to get up and kind of get moving, get assembled and everything going for the rest of your journey. Do y'all say anything over breakfast?
Oh, I'm still
Right.
hiding in the woods. I'm sure I have rations near me.
I will do a telepathic check-in. You still alive, baby?
Just staying safe.
I got the
Okay.
reference.
What?
I got the reference.
I hoped somebody would. She's like, don't stay out too long. We'll have to hit the road soon.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, I suggestively touch the back of my neck when I telepathically speak to people.
Oh, speaking of, I wasn't here the last time, and I know the time before that, like we did like the Sutha thing. Just wondering, where did Bob get his tattoo?
Oh, well, Zink.
He became a part of the Sky Mothers. He has to get the Sky Mother tattoo.
Yeah.
Where'd you get it?
So Zink got it on his arm.
How did he handle it?
Like here, and it would be a horse, a bear, a gecko, and a fourth animal. Sort of like dancing lights, but like in a very like tribal like way. Kind of like Mufasa. No, I don't think a fox. I would have to think. But yeah, like 4 animals on like their arm.
Gotcha. I know I put you on the spot. Like I know it was.
No, okay. I was actually thinking about it, and I did draw like something out, but I couldn't think of like a 4th animal, and I still can't. But the bear is for you. The gecko is for Gary, obviously. The horse is for Shimmer, and then the seal is for accuracy. No kidding. There's a 4th one. I'll update you. But you can't really see it when I'm in disguise anyway, so.
I know. Did you like brag about becoming a Sky Mother? I don't know what happened last time.
Oh no. Actually, Zink has kept that to himself because he wanted that to be something that is between Sutha and him.
Aw, we are besties.
Yeah. Oh, dog. He would be a dog. Or dog. You tell it. You tell it.
I was gonna say I am sorry, like if it looks like I'm cussing at my phone, but really important announcement. There's finally been a police arrest warrant for Mallory Manson.
Wow.
Mallory Manson.
Like the chick who.
This guy.
Oh, Marilyn Manson. I thought you said Mallory Manson. I'm like,
Yeah.
was she one of the chicks who murdered the people with like Charles Manson?
No, I have an ulcer on the side of my tongue and it's really fucking difficult to talk. But yeah, Mallory Manson. Yeah, no, there's no arrest warrant for him.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm very out of touch with what's going on. What did he do?
He's
not nice to women.
Trigger warning. Continue.
Trigger warning. It is found that he sexually assaulted groupies on tour.
Okay.
Yeah, so fuck you, dude.
Right in the pooper.
And what is going to irritate me is that people are going to say that he's done worse things, and it's like that's not the point.
Hold on.
Also, that just means he needs to be arrested more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can I just pause?
I'm still not sure if him acquiring that corpse was legal.
We have like an hour, so let's.
Yeah.
Go back.
Yep.
Okay, so Bob's just strolling around, asking if people want to eat some breakfast.
Sierra is just straight up drinking coffee.
No one knows Sooth is a bear still, right?
Has she been a bear this entire trip?
No.
Have we just
that
been
would actually
walking?
save on cargo space.
Have we just been walking around with a bear in the group?
No, I thought about like changing my user in our like group chat to suddenly bears.
Do it. Do it.
Suddenly bears.
Do it. Do it.
And no, like, so I know Sooth showed like her mother that she was a bear.
Yeah, she did.
I don't think Zink knew she was a bear. And I don't think anybody else knows she's a bear.
Yeah, I don't think the rest of us know.
Okay. Saving that treat for later.
Look at stop screaming, son.
stop screaming. Yeah.
Booker,
Drax
we
is-
love you.
Drax
Sorry.
is finally crawling out of his tent after getting some extra shut eye from the rude awakening, and gets coffee and gets some and waits for breakfast to be cooked. Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hello.
Where is he?
Not telling you.
We have an assortment of pastries if you guys would like some.
Why, thank you, Zink.
Bob. My name is Bob. I don't know who this Sink fellow is.
We're out in the middle of nowhere. I don't think a disguise is necessary.
Still, better to be safe than sorry. Now eat a bear claw.
What is it with this friendship group of bear claws? Seriously.
It's so good.
Drax will take a bear claw and a Danish because he's hangry.
He's angry. I like it.
Not so hangry that induces rage, but he's angry. And we'll turn to Sierra. By the way, did you catch that weird light show in the sky?
I literally was watching it as it started. That's why I tried to wake you up. But you sleep like dead weight.
I mean, so did I, but you didn't like my method.
Do I hear that voice in my head? Because I get the feeling Darren's still within earshot at least.
Oh, almost certainly.
That.
Alright.
I don't think you would be bold enough to say it out loud.
No, would you like telepathically say it to me?
Sure.
She'll just go. Anywho, I think that weird light show is sort of like a beacon of where we're supposed to head to.
I can confirm it's from the big guy. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely him.
I get the feeling that it's from. When I first saw it, I got the feeling that it was from him.
He's nothing if not boisterous.
Aren't most gods?
I don't know, the Raven Queen seems to be a little bit more on the regal / subtle side.
A little bit more on the silent side, if you ask me.
She giving you the silent treatment or just not talking?
She's just usually not one to talk.
That's fair.
So 90% of the time I have no idea what I'm doing and I just pretend that I do.
What else is new? Right.
Well, if we want to make time, we're gonna have to hit the road soon. We only have so much farther until the course that I've charted for us has to divert to something else. I'm not sure exactly how far Manny can go with us up to the mountain. If what I charted out is correct, the end of what I have planned is where he might have to stay. We might have to do the rest of this on foot. Besides, bright, jagged mountain ranges are not a good place for horse and carriage.
So the test for that mountain's gonna freak up the horses anyway.
We have to give him credit for at least coming out this far to help us. He didn't have to. Alright, finish up breakfast. We'll have to be heading out soon. And she's gonna down the rest of her coffee like it's nothing.
Oh no, Drax is doing it with you in unison.
Yeah, like
is that
Hold.
oh, it's that weird twin moment. I'm pretty sure everyone's just like,
yeah. Are you sure you two are not actually related?
yeah. After that, Drax is just gonna prepare.
Mm-hmm. If anybody else wants to do stuff in the morning before we head down the road, now's the time. Tab.
Sierra, you should try a donut in that coffee. You just dunk it.
She looks at you and looks at her empty mug, then looks back at you, then looks back at her empty mug. She will grab the freaking, like, camp-styled coffee pot, pour some more coffee in, and then hold out a hand for a donut.
I mean, fuck yeah.
And then wait a couple seconds. Bite. You waited to tell me this now.
I'm sorry. I'm not myself lately.
Clearly. And then she'll walk off to finish her breakfast. That's not supposed to pop off. Get back here.
Yeah. Bob's gonna hop on Shimmer once we're ready to go, and
Shimmer.
Okay. Okay, so sorry. Brain is, I don't know, like working at half capacity. So you guys head out the next morning after everybody has kind of gotten up, gotten their food, gotten their shots of coffee. I legit just kind of, like you mentioned, just like slugging it back. I just can imagine y'all doing like the equivalent of like shots of espresso with coffee cups. And it makes me happy.
Full 12-ounce just shots that she's taking of coffee. She is vibrating on the astral plane at this point.
Did y'all see that shit? Anyway.
This coffee makes my heart go.
As we're getting ready to go, I have a very important question. Is it possible for me to like ninja Naruto run through these woods and keep up and remain fucking hidden?
Okay.
I don't want to be stabbed.
In the very short term, like within, like if you're talking about like less than 20 minutes, yes. Anything more than that, no.
Where is Drax?
Drax, are you in the carriage or are you like not?
He's not in the carriage.
He's not?
Sierra's on a horse. Can I try to perceive my boyfriend trying to be like Naruto?
Sure. Darren, roll me stealth and Sierra roll me perception.
Okay. I have another idea.
Well,
that would involve stealth probably, if I didn't think I would have the capacity to go that long.
Well, I rolled a
20. That's what I'm saying. Like, you couldn't really do that for more than like 20 minutes. Because after a while, the thing's going to like pick up its speed so that you guys are traveling where you can, you know, travel like the better part of like 30, 60. Well, I think if you're traveling on like horseback or with a carriage, it's like 60 miles a day. And if you're traveling for, let's say, like 12 hours, you're not going to be able to maintain that pace for more than like 20 minutes for a standard person.
Well, I rolled a 21, and I know that's not gonna beat shit.
Yeah, my stealth is a 28.
You just fucking appear behind Sierra.
But here's the thing. So, if I knew I wouldn't be able to run that long, is this one of those carriages that has like a foot locker on the back?
Oh yeah, definitely.
While they were packing up camp, could I have hidden that instead?
Okay, roll me stealth again, and then Drax, I want you to roll perception, just to see.
Right. Do not fail me.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off. What'd you get?
It's only a 23.
I think even if Darren rolls a 10, that's not enough.
32.
Fuck, son!
I hate you.
Do not fail me. I cannot possibly not fail you.
I rolled a natural.
Even if I rolled a natural 20, I would still failed. This is bullshit.
That was only an 18 on the die.
Only a...
I have plus 14.
Yeah, like if you rolled a nat 20 and that one had rolled a 1 to 10 and nothing else, then I think you would be able maybe to perceive.
If I rolled a nat 20, if I rolled a nat 20, the total would have been 28.
Yeah. Wait, but again, Darren would have had to have rolled a 10 or below so that you could.
Technically a 13 or below.
Yeah.
My 14 is a 28. Did not mean to make a broken goddamn character. I'm sorry.
No. Like, if I seem genuinely pissed off, I'm not. I promise. For some reason, Drax's psyche is vicariously going through and causing my facial expressions.
So neither my girlfriend or adoptive brother saw me climb into the footlocker.
We all know by now I can never see you. I might as well be past Isla and be blind. Even blind Isla could see more than Sierra can right now.
My stealth is insane, and I'm sorry.
Goddamn assassins.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
This is fine. We're fine. Anyway, we have a place to go.
I'm just making a note here quick. Darren hides in carriage footlocker from Drax's wrath.
Best note ever.
Wrath is correct.
Okay. So fucking Christ. So yes, you guys are heading out on the next leg of the journey, and it's goodness gracious, it's not quite in like the I guess foothills, for lack of better word, of the place as a whole. Sorry, I'm double checking my own map here. As Twin Cities, you guys had. Okay, so you guys should arrive at the base of Glass Mountain by the end of the day, since you did do a pretty good job of kind of getting things in motion yesterday. Sierra, if you want to again roll with survival for me and let me know sort of and let me know what the result is, I can tell you how well this day of travel goes.
With advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Damn, okay. 23. Sorry. My nose ring itches.
Okay.
Downside to septums. They trigger every little hair in your nose and make your nose itch.
Now you're making my nose itch.
Suffer.
I do every day.
Okay. Sorry. So so y'all brain, can we not? So y'all gathering all your stuff, or sorry, y'all are traveling, heading out, all that good shit. Everything's going pretty well. And you do a good enough job over the course of the day that you don't end up taking anything longer, and you get to kind of take advantage of that extra half day's worth of travel that you got in yesterday for essentially free, for lack of a better word. So y'all are able to see the outline of Mount Glass, and are able to see sort of the ever-present smoke rising from it.
Hold your breath for 10 seconds.
Okay. This is really weird. I swear this is not a fucking weird kink thing. Can somebody who can do something in a very commanding voice, like either Drax or maybe Devotion, I promise it works, get close to the camera and sort of demand that I prove I have hiccups. I don't know why, but it fucking works to make it stop.
Prove that you do, prove that you don't.
Like, it's something like, no, you don't have hiccups. If you do, prove it to me and do it again. Like that kind of thing, but like...
Prove to me that you have the hiccups.
Right.
Prove it, girl.
You do not have the hiccups. Sorry, Paige. Was that... I was...
The mics are weird when they pick up game.
Okay. Like I said, it's...
I'm just keeping the headset off. Continue.
Like
No, I feel like every single one of us needs to do this now.
Where it's fucking... Look, it works.
Everybody channel your inner Dom. We're gonna say this at once.
Look, but like, see, look, like you're legitimately gone. I'm not fucking with you. I don't know why it works for me. If somebody like, even I will do it to myself in the mirror. If I look and like, you don't have hiccups. If you do it, prove it. Do it again. And like that alone is enough for me to stop. I don't know why, but it fucking works.
You are such a fucking bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me you're a bottom without telling me you're a bottom. You need someone to command you not to hiccup.
Also, I just want to point this out, that in a much darker context, that you literally gaslight yourself into stopping hiccuping.
Apparently it works for me. Like literally, I got this idea from, funnily enough, my pre-cal teacher, who I fucking hated in high school. But he did this one good thing. I hated his fucking class. He was otherwise useless. But he did this one good thing where I had really bad hiccups during class, and I tried everything. I tried holding my breath. I tried like drinking some water. Like I tried everything I could think of. And he came over and just put like one of those little golf pencils on my desk. It was like, if you hiccup again, you can keep it. That was it. That was all he said. And they stopped.
Damn.
So from there, I kind of tried different things over the years, but literally, like, even in like a fucking mirror with myself, I can make myself stop by just being like aggressively like, no, you don't have hiccups. If you do, you can do it again. Prove it. Like hiccup up again for me. And it's like, and it works on Percy because I tried it on Percy too. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but it fucking works. And that was a mini tangent to just, that was a mini tangent. But anyway, the hiccups are gone now. So, you guys are heading toward Mountain Glass.
I just want to point out that I'm top.
And then what?
Top.
I was switch with bottom tendency.
I'm top.
No, I'm top.
You're fucking bottom. Just kidding.
I act like a switch, but I'm really just a bottom.
I am a switch in very specific circumstances. Otherwise, I'm a bottom.
Yeah, no, I'm a top. I tried bottoming one time, and I'm just like, my instincts were just like, no, no. It's like I flipped. Yeah, it was a moment. I'm not gonna go into detail. But it was a moment.
Continuing.
It's a whole fucking thing, man. So yes, so you guys are traveling toward the bottom of Mount Glass. Because of because of Sierra's role, you guys are doing pretty well and continuing and able to get there as y'all are going. So you're actually able to get there while it's still daylight. So Mount Glass is actually like right on the very edge of the Ozers on that southern edge. So which means that you guys can basically get to the base of it before you have to bid Manny goodbye. Because he's not, as he says, nah, ain't gonna risk my card up there. So, you'll have to go on your own once you hit the incline. But on the plus side, it should only take you about another half day of traveling up that incline to get to roughly the wherever the fuck this shit is most likely happening. And potentially, if you guys do want to continue traveling a little bit into the night, once the aurora starts, maybe it'll start a little earlier if you're not sure. But once night falls and the aurora starts, you might be able to follow it to wherever thing is happening. Because to be fair, y'all don't fucking know. Because Thor hasn't given you any other details, Drax. He's just been like, nah, you'll figure it out.
You got this. As we're at the bottom of that incline, are we closer or further away from home?
Definitely closer. Not like, this is not like your mountain. You are closer, though.
Yeah, I probably hesitate a little bit before I climb out of the trunk.
Oh yeah, Devotion has been on high alert since we got technically into the Obsidian region.
Is Manny taking Shimmer?
I believe so. It's like taking all the horses in the carriage.
Well, I mean, Shimmer's my horse, so Shimmer could technically come with us.
Do you want to risk Shimmer's safety going into these mountains?
I mean, it might be helpful to have a. It might be helpful to have a horse, and also, I mean, if you think about it, I can just teleport out of there if we need to. I'm Bob.
Can you teleport a horse out of here?
Yes, it is. I think 9 total beings.
Yeah, technically, that would make 9. It's creatures. So technically.
Sierra is counting numbers in her head right now. Wait, so... What about Gary? Doesn't he count as a being? That would make 10 total.
He's more of a pickle. And I don't have to take everyone if I'm just returning a horse.
To be fair, at this point, I think Gary counts as a wearable accessory.
Like
Gary is the sprinkle of this group.
Hey, he's happy. I feed him fruit.
Alright, if you want to bring the horse, that is your decision.
How does this mountain look? Is it like super steep, or is it like?
This mountain is fairly sorry. You guys arrive at the mountain. Manny bids you farewell and says he's gonna start making his way. He's gonna make his way away from here because it is technically kind of active, but he'll be like within roughly a day's travel if you guys end up wanting to get a ride with him back. You know, otherwise he's just gonna continue on if he doesn't hear back from you after about 2 days. The peak that you guys arrived at the base of, it's very craggy. It's very much, it kind of has that almost scorched earth appearance. That's the word I wanted. Mount Glass is a far more active volcano than Mount Obsidian. It's got a much heavier, smoke stack, kind of, not smoke stack, smoke trail kind of going off it pretty much at all times. It actually has like faint tremors around the base that everybody knows come specifically from it and not from Mount Obsidian. It has much more active lava pools kind of around it that tend to gather and just kind of sit. As well as every once in a while, like once every couple of years or so, it actually has like little mini eruptions. Nothing enough like to make anybody like vacate or anything like that, but enough that it does have sort of a continuously slowly expanding, but not necessarily flourishing from volcanic soil kind of appearance to it. Some of the greenery leading up to this place has been pretty lush, honestly, because volcanic soil is really great. But once you get within like roughly 100 to 300 yards of like the actual base of the mountain where it starts the incline, that's where you start to see like these little active lava pools pop up. That's where you start to get this excessive heat kind of settling in, that like kind of acrid brine, brimstone kind of scent to everything. And you have to be a little bit careful of like sulfuric gases or other things kind of escaping unexpectedly.
Okay. So Bob is going to send Shimmer back with
you go.
We don't need an Atreyu situation here. For those of you who are,
you went that far.
Yeah, to remember.
Artax, not Atreyu.
Oh yeah,
Atreyu was the character.
Yeah,
Artax was the.
I need to actually see that. I've seen the stage play, funnily enough.
It's sad. It's a fucked up movie.
That's very sad. I've heard that.
It's a great movie, but it's also very sad. Yeah, and yeah, you're right.
DM, a similar question to Darren, and also Sarah is holding her hand up. I didn't see that. Similar question that Darren had. How close are we to the cleave?
Well, that's the thing. Because Mount Glass is much more active than Mount Obsidian, it's not a good place for any kind of organization to set up, because there is a very good chance that in the middle of the night or just at any point, things could explode and then you die in lava. So
that's fair.
There isn't really a base of operations here, just because it's a fucking like no. It's like, no, you know where we could go if we still want to have this like super villain aesthetic? Mount Obsidian, because it's a bit more stable and like we can actually go into it and not die.
So you're saying the secret order of mole people did not dig their tunnels into a volcano?
No, not this active one. It might be one of the nearby mountains. They're not in the active volcano. I'm sorry to disappoint your super villain dream.
But we're tieflings. We should be lava proof, right? No.
No, you're not. You want to fucking test it? Hop in.
No.
Let me roll your damage. It'll be D20. Sorry, what, Darren?
Just so you're aware, Darren emerges from the footlocker as a very husky dwarven woman.
Are you doing this to try and placate the aggressor? You think the Drax won't beat the shit out of you?
Believe what you like.
Am I smart enough to know that this is Darren?
I'm fairly certain, yes. I'm gonna say when it comes to the disguises, unless you're like in a place where y'all are surrounded by people and it's potential that like somebody new could just pop up and like the telepathic bond would be muddled. If it's just y'all in a location and like other people that you already know pretty well and Darren like changes disguises, I feel like that telepathic bond would give you just enough other thing where you're like, who? Oh, it's you. Like that kind of response.
She will still give him a look of utter confusion.
That's fair. Honestly, that's a new one.
So what you're saying is this is not a Liam O'Brien running into a dwarf in the woods and taking 10 minutes to figure out it's their dragon in disguise.
No, I think especially specifically since Sierra has that telepathic bond, I feel like that has like not necessarily like an active ping, but it's sort of like who? Oh, it's okay. Yeah, no, it's like an extra like level of cognizance when you see somebody that you're like, oh, okay. Like you might have a moment of like, what the fuck, and then it hits because you feel like the subtle like, oh, I recognize you kind of mental signature. Yeah.
She's just gonna inhale deeply. I told myself I would swear off dwarves, but god damn it.
Also, because I have this really cool thing called imposter, this is a particular dwarven woman who I've been able to spend at least 3 hours studying, so I'm able to mimic their speech, writing, and behavior perfectly.
Yeah, and disguise self, it kind of helps change your voice as well.
Okay, so it has to be someone from Black Opal.
Probably. It's just a random dwarf woman who's been in a tavern that I worked at or something that I've been able to be like,
Sierra's just be like, of all the people you could disguise yourself as, Edna?
It works, doesn't it?
As long as you're in that disguise, we are not dating. No, I am not going to look at Edna that way, and she's going to walk away.
Edna mode.
Yeah.
Edgast.
I hope Darren can understand she's not serious about that.
Yeah, but he still has that moment of, she walks away.
Sierra is just like, it's only 10 in the morning and I want to drink. Alright, so Edna Mode has joined the party.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Yes.
Hello, stranger that we found in the woods near the mountain. How are you? I am Bob.
How are you? I asked you first. Okay.
I'm an idiot! You're an idiot!
Nice to meet you, an idiot.
Okay, so y'all assemble yourselves and kind of get prepared, get everything ready and going so that y'all can head up. As you kind of approach, there's a very subtle tremor in the ground that y'all are able to kind of feel, which is also our clue to the audience to know, like, this shit is not dormant. This shit's active. Be aware. So yeah, it's definitely not making any bones about making clear that it is definitely an active one. You don't see anything from this part of it, and the peak is fairly tall. Like it goes almost to the cloud level as far as you can tell, not quite above it, but almost to it. So it is going to be a little bit of a hike. There's an old, faded, very very switchback path. Sorry, that is cut into the side of the mountain that y'all will be able to kind of go up. However, there is kind of the thing that, again, Thor hasn't really given Drax any other indications of what the fuck he's gonna do. So there's also that for Drax to consider.
All right. Drax is gonna turn to everyone. Before we go on ahead, I'm gonna do one last commune to see if he'll give us any last hints. If not, screw him. If he does, grand.
Do what you need to do.
Is
So
there a
just-
way I can give him advantage, like using my own divine energy to sort of help him channel his connection better?
Tell you what. How many lay on hands points do you have currently?
Considering that we haven't used any in a while,
Yeah, like y'all are all fresh, completely ready to go because you haven't done anything.
I have 45 lay on hand pool.
Tell you what, if you spend 20 of your lay on hands points to kind of suffuse Drax with a little extra divine bullshit, divine energy, if you will, he can have advantage on this roll.
I can do that. So
Okay.
he'll get ready. Devotion put his hand on his shoulder, and then just kind of give him the boost.
Oh God!
Mama!
He's gonna give him the divine V8 head bop.
Be healed!
Be healed, my son! Oh, my forehead.
Be healed and see your God.
Religion, I'm guessing?
Yes, definitely. But you have advantage.
Thank fuck for that.
Welcome.
Not think fuck, think devotion.
There's a
I've been
difference?
called fuck before.
I was gonna say, there's a difference?
You fuck! Yo, yes?
That is a total of 19. The first one was an actual 1.
Oh, God.
That could have gone horribly wrong.
Very welcome, sir.
Okay. So, just because I know it's a little technically a little bit early, but I think this would be a really good way to kind of end off this session, especially because I don't want to end it off with and then they set off the way after I've done a cool montage. So I think this will be kind of the last. We get another montage for the last shot. So I think what you get to see with your 19, it's a little hazy and it's not quite as detailed as you might like, but we get a couple of these montage overlapping scenes. Where we actually get a little snippet of Thor himself, actually being hit by something, struck by something, we're not really sure, something like that, and a piece of his little divineness kind of goes flying off. We can see it kind of arcing down. You're not able to commune with him directly. You just get kind of these flashes of images as you settle down to try and reach out, where it's oh, you're here now, have this. And it's oh dear gods. Yeah, no, it's not really smooth. It's not really peaceful. It's not the communication that you've had before. Just because of how you roll. But you get just these flashes of image of it's Thor and he was up against some kind of foe, and then he got struck by something or smacked by something, maybe even cut, and it's almost like a piece of his glowing bluish kind of essence went off and then fell into this volcano. We see like some kind of warping something with like the heat and the stone and everything else, and like whatever it was, it actually fell off of Thor. And we can see that kind of forming into this vague, like, you're not really sure what it is. If it's a shield, if it's some kind of like mantle, you can't honestly tell because it's fuzzy. It's not in focus. It's a very vague silhouette of whatever the fuck it is. But it's something with Thor's signature because it has the cracklies around it. Those cracklies kind of expand out and every once in a while create this like aurora effect that you've been seeing, which kind of gives you the one that we saw already, like in a bit more like detail, stuff like that. And we see that thing like will crackle and then dive down into the lava itself and go deep within the volcano. We see it flashing kind of this pale electric blue from within, and as it flashes, we can see that it's kind of coming out of like the dome of the or the cone of the volcano, but there's also like a small cave, crevice, something kind of halfway up that also is giving off that same flash at the same time, which is implying maybe that there's some kind of path you can take. But all of that is then kind of like crushed back down underneath the lava, and you just feel this sense of impending, like there's a time crunch almost. So it's vague. It's not necessarily just like, it's not clear cut at all, but it's giving you the sense of there's something in there, there's a way in there, and we gotta go. Yeah. Woo. Oh no. And I think our last actual shot will kind of be of you like getting these flashes and then maybe looking up at the volcano itself. And do you have like a witty one-liner you want to drop?
It'll kind of just. Oh. We gotta go like now, and that's it.
All right. Cool. So I think the last shot is of Drax saying this, and all of you kind of turning to look at him, and then as one, like the whole party like looks up toward the mountain, which of course at that moment chooses to rumble ominously, and we see like an extra like plume of this deep grayish black smoke just kind of emerge and then start dissipating along the winds in the upper reaches. So yeah, y'all gonna go in a volcano. Yeah. But yeah, and credits roll.
Yeah. What the fuck?
This episode has been brought to you by Angst.
Isn't that just our constant sponsor?
You're muted.
Sutha, you're muted. Take my hair.
Hello?
There you are.
Weird. I have to go to bed. So
Yeah, understandably.
We love you.
Gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you all who stuck around to watch. We'll be back next Friday for episode 61. So sleep well, have a good weekend, and is it Friday yet? We love you all. Mwah. Bye.